and down. Viewer discretion advised.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. How do we sound? Yes, I'm looking right now for the music. I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Each and every one of my scenes, there's no music. I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna be fixing the problem right now. That's weird. Why is the music missing? God. Let me see here. Monitor mute output. Yep, I see. Got it. Let's see. I hear no music. This is so strange. I don't know why. And you know what happened before with the other one? What, you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, wait. I don't hear anything.
Nothing?
That is so strange. All I hear is our voices louder now.
Nothing.
But no music. That is so weird. Well, let me check my music source because the same thing happened with the other one, the other scene, and it's a totally different scene. So, yeah, there should be no reason why not. But let's see. What does it say here? It says music. And I still hear nothing. Why? That is so strange.
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Well, I hear myself here. Oh, now you don't hear me either. That's so weird. We completely lost all audio.
Hello, hello.
Except for our voices.
Hello? I don't even hear that.
Hear our own voices.
I don't even hear you.
Oh, the echo is back again, it says.
Restart the pub.
Okay.
Voice me the potato, please.
Okay.
Can we try that?
There is an echo.
Mic check 1 2. 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, that's good. How about the music though?
That's the weird part.
Mic check 1
Why
2.
am I getting
1 2.
no music?
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Gotta be them gremlins in the system.
Could you press the delete key, please?
Of course, of course.
And now I'm gonna go and look
Alright.
for more music, basically. Find out what the hell is going on. Okay. 1 3 2. I'm reading numbers here, you guys, and I'm so sorry that this is so freaking unprofessional. Oh, dear God. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to remove the music source and just go to it and put it on a loop and play it from there because it's getting on my damn nerves. Because they can hear what we hear, right? So might as well. Wow. Okay. So now it would appear that our songs, period, are our music is gone. That is strange. Okay. We have two choices.
What?
Okay?
Yeah.
We go without music,
Let's go.
or we stop, try and figure something out.
Let's go into the chat and ask them if they want to
That's true.
continue without music, or option B.
That is true.
Which is option B?
Option B is stopping the stream
And what?
trying to fix the problem.
All right, so let's do it.
That is so strange, though. Like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Let's see
Ever.
what the... Let us know in the chat, alright guys, if you want us to continue without the music, or if you want us to try to get the music back. Just say music, no
Mary
music.
P says go without music. Sorry for interrupting you. I didn't mean to do that.
Mary P says go without the music. You can just sing if you like, says mutant artificial intelligence.
Oh, you're so sweet.
We don't need music, just you beautiful people. Thank you so much, Dustin Fleming. Really appreciate that. PA Nightmare. Mary P says, I'll sing in the background while you guys talk. Alright, cool. You know the number, give us a call. If you want a Google Hangouts link, we'll send you that too. So that sounds cool. Gibby Lane says, no music. Alright, cool, let's do it. Hey everybody, welcome to Stereo Dread, powered by
Dezombified.
And with me in the studio is the Dominican dandy, Miss Stereo.
Hello. How you guys doing? With me, of course, is the Puerto Rican Prince of Poetry, Kenny Dreadful.
Thank you so much, Miss Stereo. Really appreciate that. Can you believe it's only a couple of more days before Thanksgiving? Gobble, gobble.
Yeah. I can't believe it either.
We had a wonderful...
Go ahead.
Had a wonderful evening last night. We had Bathsheba and Felia on the line, and we were talking about all sorts of wonderful Thanksgiving recipes. And you know what? We thought we'll continue it and keep going with the Thanksgiving theme all the way till then, because Thanksgiving is a special holiday, is a time of remembrance and giving thanks for the plenty or the little that you do have. And just remember that every day above ground is a good one. Behind today, after today is another day, and after that day comes another day. So there's always an opportunity to, improve your situation if you feel it needs improving, or to keep living your life wonderfully if you're doing so now, but give thanks, and to share this time with family and friends, right, Miss Stereo?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a wonderful time, though. It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Excuse me.
Just wonderful to be alive, period.
Jeez. And you know something? It's one of my other favorite holidays, which is ain't nothing like some good Yuletide cheer as well. Right after Thanksgiving. Oh, check it out. The music is back. Okay.
Right, so what I did was that I'm just playing it right off the desktop. It looks like for some very odd and mysterious reason, it was muted. I don't know why, because I didn't mute it. So that's that.
Hey, it's all good, Miss Stereo. Don't you worry, pretty little head about a thing. Cause you're with me, I got your back. And guess who got my back? Everybody up in the chat, the Z-Horde, baby. And don't you forget that. Alright, we're here for you, mamacita. So don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing.
Love it.
The
I
chair.
got serenaded.
Anyway, so Miss Stereo's still doing her thing behind the scenes, making sure everything sounds A-okay. Hey, but regardless, you know what? Like I said, this is an awesome time of the year. For some, it's a sad time of the year. So if you know anybody that's feeling down, that's feeling sad, you know what? Try to, cheer them up, why don't you? Do the best to put a smile on their face and to give them some encouragement.
Yeah.
Show them some love. Because unfortunately, with the good comes the bad. And a lot of folks feeling down during this time of the year, they go and they do something that's just unspeakable and very sad, which hurts many folks directly, You know what I'm talking about. So we gotta cheer folks up and just be a positive light, a beacon in the darkness during these festive holiday, times.
I agree.
And I know that each one of my beautiful Z-Horde members have a heart that's pure gold, and I believe down to my very last cell that they are those very sort of folks I envision them being. Folks that are caring and considerate and who help other folks in need and cheer other folks up. I believe that with all my heart.
Same here. That's right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm just saying I do.
Sometimes all people need is support and someone to listen. That's true, Mary B. And we love to listen. So, hey, by the way, if you need somebody to talk to and it's the holiday season and you're feeling a little bummed, don't be afraid to call in. Like, seriously. There's no need for that. Just call and talk to us, or talk to us about what you're doing for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What are you eating? What are you thankful for, by the way? What are you thankful for? What about you, honey? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the air in these lungs. I'm thankful for you and the kids. I'm thankful for the Z-Horde. I'm thankful for, having a roof over my head, some heat during the cold winter months ahead. I'm thankful for a lot.
Ditto. What he said pretty much covered everything I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for waking up every day. It's the same thing as you. Yeah, life, air in my lungs, children, the Z-Horde, of course. All of that. I think we think the same, darling. Because I'm thankful for the same.
Well, great minds do think alike. Let me stop. My brain is the size of a pea. It's the size of a pea.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't say that.
I'm just a big goofy dude. Big dum-dum.
No, you're not.
Anyway, check it out. I want to give some shout outs to my lovely friends up in the chat. We got Mia Mina, the undead ballerina. Hit me off with that Metal Gear Solid. She's into his house. Welcome, Mia Mina. It's good to see you. Thank you for your continuing and unwavering support. You are what this station, this channel needs. We have another wonderful folk up in the chat. Mysterio, hit me with that Metal Gear Solid.
And I promise I will.
I got it. Go ahead, baby. You do you over there with your laptops and your zeros and ones. But we have Bathsheba. She's into his house. It's good to see you, Ban. Thank you.
Man.
She is another awesome supporter and member of the Z-Horde. She's fantastic. We have Gibby Lanes. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, Gibby Lanes. He's into his house. Welcome, Gibby Lanes. We also have the one and only Mary P.
You know what P stands for, right?
For funk, like the funkadelic, right?
Oh, it stands for perfection.
In every way, perfection personified. Mary P. She's into his house, but it's also funky. PHUNKY. It's funky. Anyway, let's see who else is up in
Evil
this.
Fish sure is here as well.
Oh yeah, Evil Bitch. She's in there. His house. Welcome, Evil Bitch. It's good to see you, Andy. Thank you for being here with us. It's amazing. Let me see who else. We have the one and only AK Phoenix, everybody. AK Phoenix. Make sure to check out Amazon. Check out her wonderful books. And go cop some, why don't you? She's in the his house. His house. Thanks for being here.
Also, AK Phoenix has a GoFundMe, I believe it is, or Patreon, one of those two, that it's for her cookbook.
Oh, okay.
To fund her cookbook, to get that published. So you guys, please, if you can't, we understand. I'm sure AK understands too, but share the crap out of it if you can, within reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see here.
We also have Pet Fox Arts in the his house. His house. Welcome, Pet Fox Arts. It's good to see you. Amazing. And I think we're all caught up, folks. Wait, nope. Psych. We have Joey the Mystic.
Hello, Joey.
Joey the Mystic. How you doing? He's in the his house. A little friends humor. How you doing? Let's see. Who else is up in this piece? I'll let you know right now. Yep, we got Mutant Artificial Intelligence. What is up? In the his house. Gracias por estar con nosotros esta noche. Thank you so much. Let's see who else. We got the one and only a Dingle, a Berry in the his house. Welcome, Dingleberry.
Christine Baker is here too, Tony.
Christine Baker. She's in the his house. His house. It's good to see you, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
She is so cool.
Isn't she?
Yeah, we got Karen. Suave. In the his house. Welcome. We have the one and only PA Nightmares. Welcome, PA. In the his house. Yeah, PA needs to call us and tell us about his peeing in his grandma's potatoes. Potato salad. Jeez.
We also have Mongo Bovis.
Mongo Bobis. Welcome. Thank you for showing up to Stereo Dread. He's in the his house. It's good to see you.
The Creator Spotlight Show is lurking a little bit before bedtime. Welcome, brother.
Nice. The Creator Spotlight. Thank you for being here. They're in the his house. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Look like we have some peeps up in here today. How you guys all doing today? Hope that you have a wonderful day, and all day that you have had a wonderful day. Hope you have a great evening, and hey, hope you wake up happy, healthy, and smiling with tons of good news early tomorrow morning as soon as you get up. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well while we're at it, but really quick. Oh yeah, okay, yes. We did say Creepy Clown Girl, of course. We never missed the Horror Queen, do we?
Wait, did you say Creepy Clown Girl?
Yes.
Oh my. She's in the his house.
Yes, that's our Horror Queen.
Hello, Trish.
Hello. Ooh.
She's awesome.
Yes, she is. She's a fabulous person. And our Horror Queen, as we always like to say. You're dope, girl. Oh, we have here
what?
the daughter of the night.
The daughter of the night. Philia Noctis. She's in the
You should put that on your banner, Philia, right underneath your name. Put a few smaller caps. Daughter of the night. Or the daughter of the night. I bet that'll look great on merch.
I gotta give a quick shout out to Sketch. Hey Sketch. Who's a good boy, Sketch? I see you, Sketch. Sketch. He's into his It's good to see you, Sketch.
Yeah.
Nice. Pet Fox Arts is saying that they'll be popping in and out till they finish this rough sketch.
All right.
So they're drawing over there. She's drawing. Mary P says, I'll do those sick beats. It's hilarious.
They are lots of fun. I like this music track. I think it's pretty cool.
It is.
Let's see here. Yep, I think we're definitely all caught up when it comes to the roll call. So I don't think we'll have a problem there. But if I see somebody pop in the chat, I think I'll let you know. Or our alert will let you know, maybe. Who knows? All right.
Let's see. Every time I go to record, it's something happens that I need to see will change what I'm saying, says Mia Mina. I guess she's doing that voice to text. Perhaps that's what she's doing.
To text,
maybe. We love you too, Karen Swab. Thank you. Let me see. Mutant artificial intelligence is saying that he's trying to protect his pet turkey from becoming dinner unless he gets hungry. Speaking of which, we really need to start talking about these wonderful Thanksgiving recipes. Okay, we need to start getting into these, appetizers, Thanksgiving appetizers, like Thanksgiving recipes. We need to get into some Thanksgiving desserts, such as like pumpkin pie and coconut custard, maybe how about some mashed potatoes? I mean, I'm starting to like sweet potato pie. I mean, all these recipes are out there just to be discussed and drooled over. So let's do that. Let's talk about some tips, maybe even some good, affordable Thanksgiving wines. Because you have friends and family come over. You want to crack open a nice, bottle of wine and don't want to break the bank. So we'll be getting into that as well. We're also going to open up the phone lines, and we got a little sick movie we're going to play for you about Thanksgiving. So that's going to be interesting as well. So, Miss Stereo, please talk turkey. Talk to me. Talk to the lovely folks.
Well, I mean, most of what I'm going to say I said last night, but I'm going to try and go a little bit more into detail, especially when it comes with the turkey. Let's see. Yeah, we should start with the turkey because, I guess that's the centerpiece, right?
So you're still going to go through with it. You're not going to do it in the oven. You're dead set on trying this year for the first time in history of grilling a bird.
Yes.
You're going to grill that turkey.
Yes, I am.
Oh, man.
Grill the turkey.
So you're not worried or skeptical?
No. No, dozens of people have done it, and there's hundreds of videos about it on YouTube. Most of it is pretty much the same thing that people do in the oven. I've been cooking since, I was a little kid. Right. So, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Had to pause there for a minute to catch my breath because I had something that I was looking here at the screen that just popped up for me. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so I've been cooking since I was very, very young, 8 years old, actually. My mom was a single mom, and I had to cook, and I was the oldest. So that was that. So anyway, so basically with with the turkey, I'm gonna grill it this year. I'm really gonna go for it. I've watched tons of videos, and I've gotten lots of recipes from the internet and preparation instructions and things of that nature. They're all pretty much the same. The only thing that changes is, I guess, seasonings, because I guess it depends on a lot of things. I guess your taste, culture, geographical location, but they're all almost all follow the same types of practices and procedures, you know. And a lot of it, when it comes to that, I have found while doing research, like on YouTube and Google, a lot of it, when it comes to doing Thanksgiving turkey, I find that the only real difference between the grill.
I'm so sorry. I muted that. I swear to God, I muted that. I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, just double check that this symbol right here is there,
Right,
up there, and then
so
you'll know
sorry.
for sure. That's okay. Hopefully it was just some stock music or some,
Yeah, it definitely
Creative
was.
Commons music. I'm hoping
Yeah, it definitely
that
was.
website
That was terrible.
uses that. And if not, we're going to probably have to cut out that section. But anyway, tell you what, while we get our things in order, I think I should put something on for you guys.
I don't think so. I want to get right into this turkey stuff because there's too much to cover. As a matter of fact, you know, for the I'm gonna start getting into some tips actually.
You should. That's good. Yep.
You know, it's always good to like start your grocery list early. You need to start your grocery list early because you can't wait till the last minute. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be out there on Thanksgiving looking around, driving around looking for turkey, hams and stuff, and you might not get any. You might be out of luck. So this is the best tip I could give for you. Plan ahead. Get all your stuff, all your ingredients beforehand, many days in advance. What say you, Miss Stereo? Do you agree with that?
Yep.
Are we going to cut the stream tonight early, Miss Stereo? Are you okay? You're looking a little... Something's... Hold on, guys. Let me see something. Hey, everything is all good, guys. All right, cool. Just a little misunderstanding over here. That happens from times to times, you know. So anyway, yeah. And another thing that I mentioned before is always set the table. Set the table previously the night before. It's small and it's simple, but at least you'll be able to cross off something from your to-do list on the day of Thanksgiving. So if you can, try that.
So yeah, I already got a lot of my stuff set up. I have peeled and diced some yams, and really quick, the candied yams. So what I'm doing for that is that like I just said, it's already been cut into, you know, little cubes and whatnot as best as we can. But I season it as well before I freeze the candied yams. What I'll do is that I'll take, I took a stick of butter, by the way. Now this is for a 5-pound recipe of candied yams. So you need, you guessed it, 5 pounds of yams, okay? And please don't get the canned. I mean, for reals, like they're not that expensive, you know? So 5 pounds of fresh yams, okay? And you get a stick of butter, a teaspoon of, for the Thanksgiving recipe for the candied yams. So yeah, you get a stick of butter, 5 pounds of potatoes. You get, sorry, not potatoes, yams. Okay. And you get about half a teaspoon, okay, of cinnamon, okay, a pinch of salt. When I say a pinch, that's about 1/8 of a teaspoon maybe or less, but a pinch, okay? You take about 1/4 of a cup of a quarter of a cup of evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk, okay.
Evaporated. It comes in
because
again.
I was gonna say condensed milk, but there's a difference.
There is a difference.
And what's the difference, Mr.?
Condensed milk is thick, all right, creamy, syrupy in consistence, very sticky, and it is sweet. So you do not want to do that. You know, that because there's already going to be sugar in this recipe.
Right.
So you have, let me see, 5 pounds of rice, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? I said rice. It's supposed to be sweet potatoes, guys. Please don't use rice to make sweet potato.
Do not use rice for sweet potatoes.
Candied yams. There's a difference between yams and sweet potatoes.
It's going to be an epic fail.
Yes, it'll be an epic
if
fail.
you try to make baked potatoes with rice.
No, okay, so it's going to be candied yams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 pounds of fresh yams. Let me start over here. 5 pounds of fresh yams. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. If you are using, by the way, if you're using like that thick crystallized salt, you know, the sea salt.
Yeah.
Then you need half a teaspoon, at least. You know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you need about a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Oh.
Okay, 1/4 cup of evaporated milk.
Not condensed, like I said.
No, not condensed. No.
You're gonna have a bad day.
A stick of butter. Yes, a whole stick of butter.
Okay.
You're gonna melt the butter. You're gonna put all the ingredients there, except for the potatoes, except for the yams. Okay, everything else gonna mix with the butter.
Right.
Including, you're gonna add to that 1/4 cup of brown
Only a
sugar.
1/4 cup of brown sugar. Not
yes.
more.
No, not more. Just a 1/4 cup. I
just
mean,
a 1/4.
any more you'll get diabetes. Come on, there's no need for that. So a 1/4 cup, because remember the yams are sweet anyway. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
orange
you right.
ones, okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Bunch of profanity rice, said Bathsheba. So anyway, yeah. So I took all of that. Okay, in the melted butter, mix it all together.
Right.
Then after that, once you stir it and the sugar's no longer feeling like sand while you're stirring it, and you can clearly just hear the tinker of the spoon against whatever little glass container you're mixing it in. And if it's plastic, well, just make sure it doesn't feel like sand anymore, because the sugar will have been dissolved. Then after all of that, then you pour that all over your yams raw, and you mix it all up. Make sure that all the yams are covered. Now, you know what's going to happen? You cover that, right? And just leave it at room temperature. And like you come back 10 minutes later, there's going to be so much juice that has been extracted. So much humidity that's been extracted, all the liquids from the yams because of the sugar. All right. Then when you do that and you come back, you take all your stuff and you put it into 1 gallon Ziploc bags. You're going to get about 2 Ziploc bags out of that.
2. All right.
You're going to eventually get 2 freezer bags. Sorry, like the 1 gallon ones. You're going to get about two of those. And this is what's so wonderful about that. You have 2.5 pounds of the candied yams. All right. And what happens is that you don't have to use it all Thanksgiving night. You can leave some of it in the freezer, depending on how many guests you have. So once that happens, you know, and it's time to cook it, you know, you make sure you thaw it the night before. Take it out of the freezer, okay, and put it down in the fridge. Okay, and then you're gonna get one of those small lasagna pans that are disposable from the market. So like a lasagna pan you can use for this, okay, if you get it from the supermarket, or any pans that you have that you want to use for your yams. You know, some people have those pretty clear glass ones, I think. What are they called again? Pyrex, I think.
Yeah.
And they're so pretty and cute. So you take those and you can do one of those as well. Whatever you like, that's oven safe. Okay. And then you grease it either with a little bit of spray cooking spray, or butter, which is even better, but deadlier. And then you take that for the yams. You spread the yams all over that baking pan. Oh, by the way, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Okay. Now I'm going to continue. So we're going to take the yams and we're going to pour it inside of this container, and we're going to pour a bag of, those mini marshmallows.
Yes.
I think how many ounces is that bag? I'm not sure. I think it says 4 ounces, but I'm not 100% correct on that. But just one bag, standard size bag from the supermarket of those mini marshmallows. And you're going to put it all over the yams. Then you're going to cover it.
Right.
Guys, please either spray your tin foil, because you're going to use tin foil to cover this up.
Right.
All right. Or, grease it a little, or just make sure that it's not touching the contents of the pan, because then it gets all sticky and stuff, and it's just a pet peeve of mine. But anyway, I
what are you doing with the mouse?
Sorry about that. So anyway, so once you do that, you put it in the oven 50 minutes, maybe 45 to 50 minutes, depending on your oven, what type of oven you have, of course, that's how it heats up and everything. But I say 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
Then you bring it out, and please be safe, use oven mitts or whatever.
But can I eat it now?
Yourself. I don't know yet. You have to open it up, take a fork, and poke, one of the fatter pieces of yams you'll see. All right. And what you do is, this is a trick to know if any potatoes are done, and yams qualify in this scenario. Take a fork, you pierce it, and then you raise the fork. If it slips right out, your yams are done. Okay. If it doesn't, that means they need a little more cooking. But it is okay if they need a little more cooking, because this time it has to go back in the oven anyway. All right. Because you're going to open it so that the top of the marshmallow, because they will be melted, you want them to brown, not burn. You want them to brown. So you leave it at 350 for like another 10-15 minutes, and continue checking on them until the top is golden brown of the marshmallows. Then you take it out, and you set it somewhere to rest while you bring everything else to the table. And in about 5 minutes, you can eat it. Yeah. Just don't burn yourself, because then that'll be bad. Safety.
So please. Once again, everybody, that was a recipe for
candied yams. Thanksgiving. That's traditional Thanksgiving in the South. It's traditional in the hood a lot, because I know I ate a lot of candied yams growing up. For sure. It's soul food also. So, it's delicious. It's Thanksgiving. Yes, it's delicious.
I'm gonna give you
candied yams.
I gotta give you another tip. All right, check it out though, because I was thinking about this long and hard. And something, another way to help out the night before, empty out, all right, your dishwashers and also, the trash cans, right, the night before, because just go that extra mile, man. Come on, lining your bins with extra garbage bags, then you don't have to hunt down a fresh bag when the garbage does start to overflow the day of, right? Yep. So, it's kind of just simple if you really just think about it. It makes a lot of just common sense, folks.
And something, another thing you can do is you can delegate a lot of jobs. If you're having guests.
That's right. And if you got kids, and if you got kids, you say, hey, you do X, you do Y, you do Z. If you got a lumbering oaf in the house like me, you say you do A through Z, B, C, D.
Well, look, I'll give you some examples to make it a little bit easier. God, the kids, it's very simple. You can make sure that the kids, the younger ones, you tell them, okay, you're going to be in charge of things like getting the guest coats. If it's cold.
Yeah, exactly.
And putting them in a certain spot. Hey, create tickets. There's nothing wrong with that. You can literally create tickets. Yeah, you can literally.
You can even buy those at freaking Michael's. You could go probably to the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store. You could get those at Walmart. It's easy.
But But you don't need to.
If you can't
just
get
make
out,
'em.
like a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know, it's a sad reality, but there's a lot of folks in America today that cannot leave their house, you know, for certain reasons. So even if you have to buy those things online, like from, you know, Amazon, disclaimer, we do not work for Amazon.
Yeah, and they are.
But
not
I'm just trying to
sponsoring
say,
us.
you know, you can buy those things online too.
Yeah, but
Have
you
them
know, if you have index cards at home, which most people usually have either index cards or post-its at home. Oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. You can just cut them in like quarters or even rows of 6. You know, one across, one across the middle, and 3 across from top to bottom. And then you match them because you're gonna have 6 pieces. If you cut the index cards into 6 pieces,
Of course, yeah.
you can
6
match
pieces,
them.
yeah.
Right? You can write the number 1
Exactly.
twice,
Or
2
A,
twice.
B, C, whatever.
Exactly, whatever. You know, or
Pink
you can
stars,
blank,
yellow
yeah.
moons,
Or-
orange clovers, green clovers.
Or you can leave them blank, and when the guests arrive,
They could send their names or something.
you can put their name on it,
Yeah.
give them a ticket, and tell them, "Don't lose this. This is your
That's
code."
a great idea, Mysterio. I gotta say, everybody, give it up in the chat for Mysterio for that wonderful idea. Yeah, so you delegate a bunch of things if you have folks staying over your house, like Uncle Ronnie. Uncle Ronnie, why the hell you still living with us? You gotta go and put the chairs out, Uncle Ronnie, damn it. Or let's say you have, you know, a cousin Susie, or, you know, your great grandmother say, hey, make the mashed potatoes, great grandma. You got the mashed potatoes today. You know,
You
something.
know,
Help
also
out.
one thing that you definitely should do before the day.
Yeah.
So you can still start today. You still have 2 days left. Okay.
That's right.
Collecting ice. If your fridge makes ice, that's easy for you. Collect a couple of freezer bags worth in advance, or maybe more. If your freezer does not, and you only have ice trays in your freezer, do the same thing. Check it. You can make
The same thing,
Yes.
people. You heard it here.
Yes, check
the
it,
same
and
thing.
I think you can make it. You know, in a standard freezer, you can make ice
That's right.
3 times a day if you have 2 ice trays.
Ice trays. And if you're really living large and in charge, you got the ice that comes out your fridge.
Then you don't have to worry.
Or you can
But-
just go buy a bag of
But that's the
ice.
thing. Not everybody has the option to go buy a bag at the last
Yeah.
minute. Everything's going crazy. You're the
That's one
hostess.
thing I would not buy from Amazon. You're going to get a big bag of water.
Actually,
I didn't want a bag of water. I don't live in Canada. You're selling me a bag of water.
you know there's
What is
ice
this?
delivery services, right?
Anywho,
but seriously,
that's awesome. I got to get to the next tip, Miss Mysterio. I'm sorry, because there's so many tips I got to give out.
that is true.
So many people waiting for tips out here. Come on. Anyway,
got
check
any
this
tips?
out. Yeah, I got some tips for you. I got a
Got some
tip
tips for you.
right over here for you. Anyway, check it. Prepare as many dishes as you can, right? Do as many dishes as you can. Like the ones that you could put in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Some things you could leave at room temperature, you know, out. But do as many as you can. Gravy bases can be frozen. You know, vegetables can be cooked and then refrigerated.
Yeah.
You know, just do the little things. The prep work that you could do in advance, man, like washing and peeling, you know, so they're ready for roasting.
Woo-hoo. That is
Just the simple little things you could do before. It's going to save you a bunch of time and a lot of headaches too.
one of the last things that I do.
Yeah.
Up to the night before, though. No
Right.
later than the night before.
What?
Please, no later than the night before. It's the
Tell me
pies.
about it.
The pies.
The pies.
The sweet potato pies. The cheesecake. Oh yeah, I forgot this year. I'm making cheesecake as well for Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving dessert. What I'm going to make for Thanksgiving dessert is going to be sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie.
Hold on, Mysterio. You say you're going to make her sweet potato
Yes, I
pies.
am. And I'm gonna make cheesecake.
Oh,
Yes, for Thanksgiving. Yes, I
Cheesecake.
am. Cheesecake for
That's something.
American, good old fashioned New York style.
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that. For Thanksgiving dinner, for the dessert. What else am I making for Thanksgiving dessert? I'm making apple crisp. I am also making for Thanksgiving dessert peach cobbler.
All right, listen. I need you to tell me, how do you make apple crisp?
Apple crisp?
Yeah, because people have been asking me this all day on Twitter. Help me make apple crisp. Kenny Dreadful. I said, listen, I need to ask Mysterio.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got it.
So the apple crisp recipes, they vary.
Okay.
Okay, from like so many different, people.
But
And
what's
so
your
many
favorite?
different-
Tell me, like, how do you like to make it the best?
Okay, let's see. Well,
Or it may be a variant, because maybe you don't
Yeah.
want to give out your personal recipe.
no, actually, no, I don't mind it at all. I usually research this every single year. And the reason why I research this every single year is because new things always come. And when it comes to apples and stuff like that, it also depends what's in season and all that other stuff. But generally, all right. So you're going to need about 10 cups of apples.
Okay.
All purpose is good.
All purpose.
Yeah, all purpose is good. I usually like the golden apples, the golden delicious apples. But all-purpose apples could do just fine. Some people use organic Fuji apples. Those are good too. All right. But mainly I like organic golden delicious. Okay.
All right.
You're gonna need about 10 cups of that.
Okay.
Peeled, cored, and sliced. All right. So white sugar, 1 cup. All right, white sugar. And you're gonna pour that all over the apples. Okay, you're gonna pour the white sugar over the apples. About a tablespoon of flour. You're gonna pour that as well. This is all being mixed into the apples.
All right. All right. I get
Teaspoon
it.
of ground cinnamon. 1/2 cup water.
Half a cup of water. Okay, I'm getting this.
1 cup of all-purpose flour. I also know that I said 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, but okay, there's also going to be 1 cup of all-purpose flour in this. Okay, that's you're going to set to the side though. All right, and to the side you're also going to set 1 cup of quick cooking oats.
Okay.
Okay. To the side you're also going to set 1 cup brown sugar.
1 cup brown sugar. Okay. Yeah.
That's to the side. That's not going in the apples again, okay?
Okay.
Now 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, that's also gonna go to the side. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda.
1/4 teaspoon.
To the side.
Okay, yeah.
And 1/2 cup of butter melted. You're gonna use. Okay?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so then you take the oats, the flour, the brown sugar, the 1 cup of flour. I'm sorry, the 1 cup of flour, the 1 cup of oats, the brown sugar, the baking powder, the baking soda, and the melted butter, and you're gonna crumble them. You can crumble them either with a fork. Okay.
Right.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna mix them. Okay, you mix them with a fork or with a mashed potato. All right, that's what I personally like to do because I've had a lot of surgeries in my hands. You know those mashed potatoes mashers?
Yeah, the mashed potato masher.
Yeah, because this is for the crumble part, the topping.
Yes.
All right.
For the
I
topping.
crumble all those things together,
Okay.
and then I add and then I just mix in with the fork the oats.
Yeah.
Okay. But it when you get it up to a crumbly consistency, you'll know that it's ready. A fork is always really good, but for me, because of my surgeries, I use the mashed potato.
If it was me, I use my bare hands. Hulk smash!
Well, that's not a good idea because if you do that, you will melt the butter and then you will have a liquid because of the heat of your hands. So you don't want to do that. You want to use, and in fact, if you want to use forks that have
Hulk
been in
no smash!
no Hulk. So I am so that's come on, it's a delicious recipe, you're gonna love it. Okay, now this is my secret, okay, because that's for your regular stuff, but my secret, here comes my secret.
Here we go.
All right, I take about 1/4 of a teaspoon,
Right.
okay, of nutmeg, and I add it to the topping.
Ooh.
Okay, I add it to the topping. I mix it into the topping.
Nutmeg, it gives it that nice warmth.
Yes, it gives it it does give it a warmth, but it also gives it like this kick of a spice, but it's not spicy like hot. No, it's just sweet, a sweet spice. It's really delicious. I mean, and it's aromatic. Oh, you're gonna notice a difference.
It's definitely aromatic.
You're gonna notice a difference for sure. Smells. And then you crumble that. What you do is first, of course, in a tin or wherever you're gonna bake it in. Okay. You gotta butter it. You gotta grease your pan. You always grease your pan. All right. Oh, and by the way, I always forget to say this because I always forget to do it in real life, and I do it at the last minute. You set your oven to 350 degrees to heat up.
Listen, that's very important. Listen, don't forget that.
Yes, don't forget that, and don't forget that your butter has to be as cold as possible. So when you're gonna mix your topping for the apple crisp, it's got to be very cold straight out of the refrigerator because you want it as crumbly as possible. And then so when you crumbled it, and then after you put it in your grease pan, after you put the apple mixture into your grease pan, the filling, okay, apple filling, nice and even, then you coat it with your topping nice and even.
Nice.
Okay, and you put it right in the oven. You bake at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. Okay. Yeah. But the thing with the apples is this. Okay. The apples are a lot like the potatoes and the candied yams.
In what way?
In the way that you can test them if they're done the same exact way.
Oh, with the fork.
With a fork. And if it falls right off of the fork,
it's good.
It's done. However, some people like a little extra crisp in their apple.
Nice.
So this is going to be to taste, you know?
Of course.
So this is, and it's going to be delicious. And then you know what the best thing about apple crisp is?
Yeah.
You don't have to let it set. You can eat it hot, and you can take a little ice cream scoop. All right. Scoop it onto a dessert plate or whatever, and use that same scoop to scoop your ice cream because it'll be hot. And your ice cream will slide off of it easy.
Nice.
And melt all over the apple crisp.
So I see you. We have somebody new in the chat. We have with us Randy Lee Drake. Thank you for being here tonight. Hope you're having a good time. He's into his house. Wait, he's into his house. What's wrong with this? Where's my working? Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. He's into his house. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now.
Welcome, Randy. We're here discussing Randy. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, some recipes, some tips, you know. Yep. Everything Thanksgiving. Actually, if you're done with that tip about the
apple crisp, the recipe,
and the recipe, why don't we show that movie right quick and take a break? We have this awesome movie we're going to show you folks about Thanksgiving. It's a short film. It's an oldie in black and white, but the meaning will not be lost on you if you are a true blue Z-Horde member, because you know that once you're a Z-Horde member, it's all about, you know, just counting your blessings, loving each other, your family, and, you know, just being thankful for everything you have. And so it's going to be a good film. Got good values up in there.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it. We're going to be playing it on Thanksgiving as well, on the live stream, and because it's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. And it's all about Thanksgiving.
So we're going to put the chat on the screen. I want the chat on the screen so that way we could be, you know, chatting with them on the screen as they're watching this movie.
Okay. So, I'm going to fit the screen. There you go. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the source for what you're going to be seeing looks good on this end, and we're going to press play very soon. But before I do, I have to shut off the music, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't want everybody to be
distracted.
Yeah, distracted
from the story, from the movie.
Absolutely. I don't think
so we're gonna see this
wants
together.
To be distracted either.
Hey, we're all going out to the movies.
Yes, we are. Here, enjoy, guys.
I'm Bill Johnson. Around here, they just call me Dad. I've been trying to read, but I just can't seem to do it. I keep thinking about today, Thanksgiving Day. We Johnsons had a good Thanksgiving, the best we've ever had. And I can't help thinking that what made it better was a real feeling of thankfulness. And that's odd, too, when you consider the shape things were in when I got home from work yesterday. Kids, Dick and Tommy and Susan, were all home from school. And of course, Mother and the baby were there. His kids will. Mine were living tomorrow, right along with today, looking forward to Thanksgiving. And like most men, I'm glad it was Mother instead of me who had to break the news to them.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Turkey and dressing and pie and cake.
And fruit salad and whipped cream and cranberries. Gee, I can hardly wait. Me too.
Well, you know, children, we've had a lot of expenses this month, and, well, your father and I thought that... Well, the truth of the matter is, there just won't be any turkey this year.
No turkey for
Hell
Thanksgiving?
no.
Oh, I'm going to make a pumpkin pie, and we'll have plenty to eat, but, well, we'll just have to get along without turkey.
Mom, you don't mean it. It won't be Thanksgiving at all.
Even the Pilgrims had a feast. After all, isn't that what Thanksgiving's for? I don't think it's fair.
And it was right there that I came in, right in the thick of it. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Paul.
Oh, Mother, Dick, Susan. Well, what's been going on around here? What's the matter with everybody, anyway?
Mom says we're not going to have any Thanksgiving. No turkey, no good thing.
A fat lot we're gonna have to be thankful for.
Oh, I don't think you kids really mean that.
We do, too. We've always had turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yes, and everybody else in the block's gonna have it this year. Same as always.
Yes, we've always had turkey, just as a lot of Americans have had it, and we'll keep on having it. Turkey on Thanksgiving's a great American tradition. But what you kids are saying makes it sound as if the turkey's the only thing we had to be thankful for.
Well, gee whiz, no, Dad. It's not that at all.
Oh, I know, Dick. With turkey, it's easy to lose sight of what Thanksgiving really means.
And don't think we're just making excuses because we don't have any turkey this year. We know it'll mean a lot more to us the next time we do have it.
Well, sure. Suppose we don't have a bang-up feast. We're still a lot better off than the Pilgrims.
That's it, Dick. Do you other kids see what Dick's trying to say? Turkey or no turkey, we've still got all the freedoms and privileges the Pilgrims gave us. And out of those privileges have come a lot of things. Things the Pilgrims never even dreamed of.
Why, we could make a list a mile long. Why don't we do it?
Now, hold on a minute. You've got the idea, but it isn't something you can write down like a grocery list. You've got to feel it down deep before you can really be thankful for anything. I tell you what let's do. Let's take a little more time to think this over. When you get right down to it, there are some pretty tough decisions in making up your mind what means the most to you. Your life? Sure, that's one thing you can't get along without. But do you know that there are some places in the world today where you have to get along without just about everything else?
Golly, Daddy.
I guess I kind of got carried away. But I'll bet you one thing. If we really think over what we have to be thankful for, when we sit down to whatever Mother fixes to eat tomorrow, we'll be one family in America that will really have a Thanksgiving dinner. The Johnsons didn't have any turkey. And the kids, no, I mean everybody, likes to make something special out of a special day. So we fell back on something as old as the Pilgrims, toting up the common, ordinary blessings that we had to be thankful for. That night, I'd see Dick there building his model airplane, and Susan just playing. Only they weren't just playing. They were mulling things over, thinking big thoughts for such young heads. And as for Mother and Tom and baby Janet, and yes, me too, it was as if we had our eyes open for the first time. Things there were to appreciate in just any ordinary day in America. When we took our places around the table and we were ready. And then, well, we all knew it. There are some things you just can't say. But everybody in his own way knew what he had to be thankful for, and that this was the time to think about it. Tom was first.
I am thankful for getting plenty to eat all the time, with extras that count, like cookies and milk after school. Like Mom says, I'm hungry all the time anyway, and if I didn't live in a country where there was plenty to go around, golly. And I'm thankful for the free public library, where I can get books about adventure. Jack London, Richard Halliburton. Gee, the way they tell a story is as good as being there yourself. And it's free, with only a library card.
Yes, Tommy thought about some of the things he ought to be glad for all the time. And somehow turkey and trimming seemed to matter a whole lot less than he thought they did yesterday. Well, then it was Susan's turn. Susan's a happy-go-lucky kid. You'd never credit her with thinking beyond her dolls, but she got right into the spirit of it.
I am thankful we have what we need to wear. Though Mother says it's hard to keep up with us, we grow so fast. I never thought before how many clothes it takes for all kinds of weather, or how it would be to have to do without the right ones. I'm glad to be able to go to Sunday school, or go to any church I want, any Sunday. I'm thankful for my mother and daddy, that they are here with us, that both of them aren't too worried about things to take time to have fun with us. I'm glad we're a family, that families are still important in America.
I guess Dick, being the oldest, was having some pretty serious thoughts.
I am thankful for being able to get an education, for living where schools, all schools, open their doors to a guy who wants to learn, where school books are studied instead of burned, where a guy is rated by how much he knows, and the community is rated by how well it teaches him. I'm glad I've got a chance to play, batting a ball around once in a while. Stuff like that. I'm glad it's fun growing up in America.
Sure, baby Janet's too young to understand the big word Thanksgiving. She's too little even to tell us the things that make her happy. But we can tell, and maybe she's thinking about them now. Maybe she's thinking about the fun of splashing around in the tub, and about how good it feels to be clean. About playtime with Mother, and the security she feels in Mother's arms. And as for Mother, seems she's always working, cooking, ironing, tending children, daylight to dark. What does she have to be thankful for?
I am thankful that my children were born safely and of growing up healthy and strong. I'm thankful that I have the privilege of guiding them as they become useful men and women. And I'm thankful for all the things our American system makes possible for the Smiths and the Browns and the Johnsons. For washing machines, hot water out of a tap, and a telephone to call the doctor when one of the family is sick. A car to get Dad to work. Yes, I'm thankful for all the things free people working together can produce. I'm thankful that when my neighbor drops in to borrow a cup of flour, we've got the right to talk about anything we want to. The parent-teacher project, the new mayor, or Jane Jones' hat. And last of all, I'm truly thankful for the peace of mind that Dad's job brings, for knowing that even though there are lots of luxuries we can't afford, there still will always be enough to go around for the things we have to have. I'm glad Dad doesn't work slave hours, that there are evenings and Sundays and vacations when we can all be together.
That's Mother for you, grateful for what America means to her family. And now for me. I've got so many things to be thankful for. I'm thankful for this house. It may need a coat of paint, it has a mortgage, but it's ours, a place where we can be together in privacy. And I'm thankful for the thing that makes this house our home, the happiness here, Not just today or on Christmas morning, but on a day-to-day basis all through the year. For knowing that a knock on our door means nothing to fear. A friend calling, or maybe a bill collector, or a kid selling magazines. You never know what to expect. But you can count on one thing. It's not going to be some political gangster coming to drag one of us off to jail because we believe in freedom. And I'm glad that that freedom we've got lets me choose the kind of work I like and can do best. Taking a sluggish motor and making it hum again. Makes me feel that somebody got to his work, or wherever he had to go, just because of me. And feeling like that gives me a lot of satisfaction. And I'm thankful for my newspaper. Just a few cents worth of printer's ink and paper, but more valuable than any amount of money. Because in it, the editor's got the privilege of printing what he thinks. And I've got the privilege of agreeing with him or not, however the facts strike me. And both of us, the editor and I, have the right to act on our opinions on Election Day, to vote for the principles we believe in. And finally, I'm thankful for being able to believe, in spite of everything, that somehow, someway, the unity we've got here in the Johnson family will someday spread to men and nations throughout the world. For all these things, we are truly and humbly thankful. Amen.
And everybody, we are back. We hope you enjoyed that film. I know we did, that's for sure. It was a beautiful film. The sentiments behind it was amazing and touching. A lot of you guys opened up in the chats about folks you miss and who are dear to you. It was very beautiful, actually.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, I got to see what some of you are thankful for.
Well, I know something. Me and Mina said sorry, but that was really hard to watch.
Oh no,
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Mary P. claps. She loved it. Pet Fox says, I feel that evil Vitch, my dad died before I had any memories. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mysterio definitely could vouch about not having memories with the dad.
Yeah.
She knows all about that. Evil Vitch, she loved the film, so thank you.
I think it was very sweet to think, you know, just how privileged we are here in this country and how much we forget, all of us, how bad other people have it. Like, it could be worse, for real. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for freedom.
Excuse me. Yeah.
And I'm thankful for charity because, you know, here, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but as for myself, the most loving, caring, charitable acts of love that I've ever heard of anywhere else on the planet.
So let's see. Mutant Artificial says they're thankful for not buying any Christmas presents. Okay, let me see. Art loves the film. He says it's touching and real. Also said he released some new video recently about some paranormal stuff, and I said, hey, if that's what you're doing now, and if any way, shape, or form we had any sort of positive impact in that direction you're taking, then, you know, we're humbled and very appreciative and happy that you're taking that route, because you know what? As long as somebody's talking about it, somebody's going to be listening to it. So
yeah,
you do you, brother. Continue Continuing on.
Yeah.
Mary P says, this is why I donate our gently used clothes. No, she says this is why donating our gently used clothes is important, and that's true.
Yeah.
I've donated tons of clothes, so
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's important. It really is. You know something, honey? That way back in the day when this video was up, recorded, when it was this time, clothing. When I saw the little girl and her mother fitting her clothing and trying to draw a new pattern for her dress, it's very, very odd because back in those days, mass-produced clothes, which is a privilege we have now, were cheaper. Okay, I mean, sorry, they were more expensive. If you could buy your clothing in a department store, you were considered wealthy or, well-to-do, even rich. But nowadays, if you get custom clothes like that mother was doing for that little girl, that's what costs more, because I guess there's more value in that, I guess, being more unique and everything. I'm gonna go check on our little girl. She seems to be having allergy issues.
Let's see. So Mary P says, spotlight on moms. Thank you for doing the toughest job ever. I agree on that. They do. Shout out to moms. JBD didn't think I saw. He said, if I stepped into a church, I'd bust into flames. That was hilarious, JBD. Bathsheba says, OMG, she looks like grandma, I swear. Oh, that's sweet. Mutant artificial intelligence misses his mom. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I feel you because I lost my mom and my dad, so I miss them both. I miss them both. Let me see. Arthur Morbid says, mom's rule. Best dinners come from my mom at Thanksgiving. I know that. I'm gonna have to stop by your crib one time and say, Mama Arthur Morbid, give me a plate. JBD's just happy to be alive. Mary P wants to give Maya a hug. Pet is grateful for a positive. Bathsheba uses a knife and pretends it's a masher when she mashes her potatoes. Yeah, a lot of chefs do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. PA says he misses his mom. Her birthday was earlier this month, so the holidays are not easy. I feel you on that. I lost my mom shortly after the holidays, right after New Year's and stuff, shortly. Probably early February. Wasn't too cool. Let me see. Arthur Morbis said he has the mug and he's using it. Next investment might be a hoodie, so that's cool. Good looking out. Mary P says spotlights on dads because you work extremely hard too and it doesn't go unnoticed. That is so sweet of you, Mary P. Thank you for that. Let's see. Pet Fox says that her dad died before she. Oh, I read that already. So let me see. I'm going back in the chat. Going back. PA sending hugs out everywhere to anybody who needs one. That's awesome. Shout out to the good moms. Facts. Shout out to the good moms. The loving, caring, thoughtful ones. Let's see. Bathsheba misses her oldest son. Lost him near Christmas. I'm sorry to hear that, Bathsheba. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. Pet is hugging Bathsheba. So yeah. that's what's happening on a lot of fields. I guess that film was very impactful, which it was, very impactful. You know, it hit home and hopefully, you know, it touched us in a good way, you know. So yeah, check this out though. Now that we saw the film, we covered some tips, we did some recipes, you know what I'm saying? We did all those things, right? So now what we're gonna do is, how about we open up the phone line? 978-716-5389. That's the number. You want to call, you want to talk about the film, you want to talk about Thanksgiving, you want to talk about your pet, maybe something else. Give us a call. Unless everybody is squanched. Or maybe just a little bit on some of that liquor or something and you can't call in right now. It's all good. You grown-ups, do you put the kiddies to sleep? Tomorrow's school. They should not be awake. I see you. We got two real geeks. What is up? They're into his O's. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. Awesome. Yep, indeed. So yeah, we gotta holla at these freaking people from Streamlabs because Stream Avatars, excuse me. Freaking stupid avatars, man. Giving me a pain to work on the screen. Yep. So we gotta shout out, we gotta reach those folks. They gotta get this right. I miss seeing my little Rick and Mortys up there and my little Pokemons and miss seeing all those, you know, Mortal Kombats and the Street Fighters. I miss all those guys. They were so fun and cool. But hey, you can still do it in the chat. You can still be in the chat trying to get those brain stems. You know what I'm saying? They're still out there. There's a lot of brain stems. You gotta catch them all. Well, mutant artificial intelligence is requesting that somebody call in. You know who wanted to call in last night, but it was too late, was Dustin Fleming, aka PA Nightmare. You know what he did when he was a baby? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let him tell you when he calls in. So now, Dustin, you gotta call in, bro. Now they're gonna wanna know. Let me see. Mary P says, I would have mashed potatoes all day on a call. I don't want to make people sad. Well, there's no reason to be sad. You have a huge family right here. A huge, healthy, strong family right here in the chat. You know, with positive vibes and a lot of love.beaters. So yeah, let me see. Oh, Dustin wants a hangout. He wants to let us know. But Joe, check it out. We got Somber Reeds. Welcome, Somber. He's into his house. Yeah, it has been a while. Thank you for dropping in. So once Miss Stereo gets back, PA, I'll have her send you a link on Google Hangout. On Twitter for the Google Hangouts. Right? Cool. So we're gonna wait for that from the stereo. But in the meantime, if you want to give me a call, it's 978-716-5389. Let's see. I want to talk about, there's been good Thanksgivings, but there's been some lean Thanksgivings. Ever had, those slices of turkey that come in that gravy, and it's like a bunch of sliced pieces of turkey and this plastic thingy that you open and you can heat up in the oven. You ever had that on Thanksgiving for turkey? I'll tell you one thing I have. Turkey sandwiches. So, and you know what? I was thankful for those turkey sandwiches. So, no matter how little you have, believe it, there's somebody out there that has even less than you do. And no matter how much you have, there's always somebody out there that has much more than you do. So just be grateful for what you do have. You understand? Be grateful for what you do have. Mutant, we do not have the avatars. They're acting wonky. Really wonky. We had to holler at stream avatars on Discord and still no resolution to the matters, so we just decided to, disable it. Doesn't make any sense just to see Raiden walking all around by himself up there. Didn't make any sense, so we just dropped it. But real quick, got a real good roll call. Somebody new up in the chat. It is, that's right, Slumber reads. He's into his house. Welcome, Slumber. It's good to see you. We always love it when you drop by. Let's see who else is. Oh, another roll call. Check it out. We have the one and only RK's Other Side. He's into his house. Welcome, RK. It's good to see you. Everybody, please welcome our new guest, Somber, Slumber. When they combine, they make slumber. Slumber. So please give it up for them. They're new in the chat, just dropped in. Oh wow, check it out. We got my boy, Wolf's Campfire. It's my dude too. He's into his house. Thank you, Wolf's Campfire, for dropping by, man. Really appreciate that. Slumber says, yo, we're getting 12 inches of snow tonight with thunderstorms scattered throughout. Worst snowstorm here in a decade. Time to sit in and listen to some Dezombified. Hey.
Thank you.
Good looking out for that.
I'm back, by the way.
She is back, everybody.
I brought you some ice cream, honey.
She got me some coffee flavored ice cream.
Island coffee.
Long Island coffee.
Yeah.
By Hood Ice Cream.
Yeah, it has some.
Hood Creamery. I love Hood ice cream. What else is in here?
Toffee chips, chocolate fudge chunks, coffee ice cream, coffee chips, whole bunch of stuff.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
But real quick, speaking of ice cream, I have a ice cream recipe that I'd like to share with the folks if they want to hear it.
Oh man, listen. Miss Stereo's homemade vanilla ice cream is something that you'd want to write home about. So yeah, Miss Stereo, tell them about your vanilla ice cream homemade recipe.
Oh, cool. Sorry about that. I'm still having some now.
It's all good. Listen, I'm just addressing some of our friends in the chat.
Oh yeah.
RK dropped in. Yo, how's Josie Kitty doing? Tell her we said what's up. Tell Mama we said what's up too. All right, do that for us, Manito. Really appreciate that. Good looking out. Let's see. Yeah, Mutant says, Wonky, it's okay. It was fun while it lasted. Don't worry, we're gonna try to get it back somehow. If not, we want a refund, damn it. Give me back that money that we gave you, because this is a ripoff. And you know what? If they could fix it, I'll be real happy about it. Like, I'd throw a party, because I miss those guys out there.
Mary P says,
What?
Dear Miss Stereo, adopt me, okay? Thanks. She's funny. Gladly.
Jeez. You know something? Mina is saying this is a lean Thanksgiving for us. I'm so sorry to hear that. If you were neighbors, me and Mina, we definitely would have said, hey, and drop on by, because you know something? We're going to have we might have a few extra guests short this year due to some, logistics. But yeah, there's a lot of places out there, that offer, help and stuff. So, but she's real smart. So me and Mina, she'll figure it out.
What?
If anybody could figure it out, it was me and Mina.
I remember one year there was an issue with the turkey. We're not ashamed to say, by the way, that we are not rich. Okay? In fact, we are below the poverty line.
It can be. I got like 25 Bentleys outside, 18 Teslas. What are you saying? I got a G4 out back. What are you talking about?
So anyway.
How about that huge Hope diamond on your neck? Come on.
Usually, we get, a turkey for free, as people in our situation do get. And we're able to have dignity and make our own homemade meal. And thanks to where we live and the situation that we're in this country. So we're glad about that. That's why we're thankful. And we played that movie, because this is where you see that most of the time only in America. But anyway, I digress. One year there was an issue where we couldn't. There were problems with a list that we were supposed to be on, and just didn't happen. So you know what? We went on over to the Salvation Army, because they make amazing Thanksgiving meals. And we were also able to bring home some food, also to bring extra helpings home, so that we could have some more for a couple of days. Everybody has those Thanksgiving leftovers that they feast on for a week, because Thanksgiving's really a week long. We all know that. But the most impactful thing about that day, that the gift that we got, that was the best gift that day, was that we were able to help out in the kitchen and give food to those who were in even worse situations than us. We were able to pack meals for people to take with them, not home, no, to the street in the cold. So we were grateful that day, and we still are, that we're not in that situation, that we do have a place to go home. There's always somebody worse off than you. And that's one lesson that we learned once that year, and that was amazing. And I loved it. So do you guys have any stories of anything that you might have experienced that was similar, or just a aha moment during the holiday season? You want to share any of those memories? The number to call is 978-716-5389. Or you can hit us up in the chat, put a green heart emoji, and then that will tell us that you want us to send you a Google Hangouts link, so that we can check that way if you have issues with charges. I'm sorry, what, baby? If you're not living in the country and you don't want any charges. What? PA Nightmares? Oh yeah, PA Nightmares. So PA Nightmares, if you want to call in, go right ahead. You can do that. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. So yeah, I will send you a green. I will send you a Google Hangouts link now. Okay. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm going to be sending a link right now to you, Dustin. So keep your eyes open in your DM on Twitter. Here you go. I just sent it to you, P and Nightmares. So be on the lookout. Hello, I'm so sorry about the dead air, guys. By the way, sorry about that. You know, we had to cut off the mic a little bit to yell at our kids and let them know to please not play that copyright music so loud so we don't get in trouble. So sometimes when you hear it cut off, it's because of that. You know, and now we lowered the mics even more, and so I got closer to the microphone so that I can speak to you, continue having this wonderful conversation about Thanksgiving and all things Thanksgiving dessert, Thanksgiving side dishes, Thanksgiving main courses, Thanksgiving entrees, Thanksgiving everything.
Get in my belly.
Hi, Dustin.
Again, I just literally was lurking into the chat until I could come up with something funny to say to introduce myself. Because, you know, I'm a ham. How's everybody doing tonight? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Dustin, so sorry about that. Had a little glitch with the audio as always. You know us and our audio. Can you hear us, Dustin?
You know, it seems to be the curse of people who's trying to live stream.
That is true. So what are your plans?
Something always goes
Dustin?
wrong.
Are you cooking for Thanksgiving, Dustin, or is someone else?
So what was that? We have it at my uncle's house, so we're actually gonna go up to his house. He lives about 45 minutes away from us in the mountains. It's always nice to go up there, especially because I have no cell phone reception, so people can't bother me.
You cut off there a little bit, Dustin. Could you repeat
that? Yeah, so I'm not cooking
sorry.
this time. Hold on, let me shut off my Wi-Fi. Apparently, it's not going to. Second. There. Is that better?
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Can you get? Okay. Yeah, I just had to cut off my Wi-Fi. Apparently, there's something going on with our Wi-Fi tonight. But no, we're going to my uncle's house. He lives about 45 minutes away from us in the mountains. So whenever we go up there, there's no cell phone reception, so people can't bother me.
Ooh, do you know what's on the menu?
It's always really good. They used to make the same thing every year: turkey, ham, stuffing, probably pumpkin pie. This is the one time a year I will eat pumpkin pie. The rest of the year, pumpkin pie is a no-go.
Why
I overindulged when I was a kid, so now I can eat it, but I don't. You know, only on Thanksgiving. Now, apple or cherry pie, I can eat year-round.
Ooh, kind of like me with Dominican cake. I cannot stand Dominican cake only because I ate it so much when I was little.
Yeah, funny how that works. Huh? You find something you really love, then you overeat on it, and then you're like, I can't do this anymore. But yeah, so it's funny. I'll tell you guys the story, since that's what, you know, one of the reasons why I'm up here. So when I was a baby, my grandmother, we were at my grandmother's house. My grandmother always cooked for us, and I guess I needed a diaper change, and my grandmother was changing me, and she left me on the counter or on the table where she was changing me, and to go grab a diaper real quick. And when she was gone, I peed, and the pee would literally arc right into the mashed potatoes. So
projectile pee.
It's a running joke now. I'm like, you guys add extra butter to the mashed potatoes?
Oh my god. Ew.
But even funnier than that is the fact that later on in life, one, I'm really good at cooking. Two, if we have company over to my house for the holidays, my dad forces me to make mashed potatoes because I make like the best mashed potatoes in the family.
How ironic.
I don't do anything special to them. Yeah, I know, right? I don't even do anything special. It's just butter and milk. But I found like the perfect mixture of both to make them super buttery and like lump free. Because unless I'm eating mashed potatoes with the skins in them, I do not want lumps in my potatoes. They must be lump free.
Oh. Well, sometimes I like.
But I have toyed around. With. Go ahead, Mysterio.
Thank you. Sometimes I do like some lumps in my potatoes. It depends, like what I'm in the mood for. But I like having that little extra. I don't know. It just kind of feels like I didn't have any potatoes if I mash them too much. Kind of feels like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Yeah. But then there's people who, they mash them too much and they put too much butter and milk in them, and they get this like runny, just awful texture to them. And that's how my mom would make mashed potatoes. And I was like, and I looked at my mom one day. I was like, I'm making potatoes. You're never allowed to make mashed potatoes again in this house ever. Just you stick to everything else. I'll do the mashed potatoes because I'm good at that. But my mom was a phenomenal cook. For some reason, mashed potatoes eluded her. She just would always add too much of something.
Oh, wow. So, Dustin, real quick, I want to answer a question in the chat. Philia Noctis asked, what is Dominican cake? Well, Philia, this is Dominican cake. Dominican cake is a cake that has been that is from the Dominican Republic, the recipe anyway. It's pretty popular in Dominican circles, but yes, there's definitely a Thanksgiving cake. They definitely do it for the holidays as well, weddings, special occasions. So, but then again, we Spanish, and for Spanish people, everything's a special occasion. Anything from baby's first fart to granny's second graduation or something. I don't know, but you get the picture. All right, so that's Dominican cake. But continue, Dustin. Who usually makes the turkey for, your uncle's house? You said you're going.
Yeah, we're going to my uncle's house for Thanksgiving. So yeah, usually his wife. She'll do most of the cooking. Some of my other people in my family, they bring some homemade pecan pie. They homemade stuffing. But yeah, usually if mashed potatoes are involved, I'm on the premises. I'm the one that's forced to make them. And we don't have a huge family, but generally I would say there's in the ballpark 15 to 20 people, and mashed potatoes for 15 to 20 people, that's a lot of potatoes.
Yes, it is. That is a lot of potatoes.
I hate peeling potatoes now, and I always joke with my family that I have PTSD when it comes to peeling potatoes.
Well, I don't.
Because after having to peel like 30 to 40 pounds of potatoes for one holiday, I'm like, I don't ever want to do that again.
I hear you.
Because we're Irish, and Irish people eat a lot of potatoes.
PTSD.
Like when I went on my diet,
Peeling
like,
totally sucks, dude.
yeah. When I went on my diet for
That's what that stands for right there.
but yeah, whatever it does. But whenever I went on my diet from the keto diet, I was always joking. I'm like, I'm committing a cardinal sin against my people. I'm not eating potatoes anymore. I was like, I'm a bad Irishman.
Oh wow, check that out.
But I'm actually not on that diet anymore. I stopped the keto diet, and now I'm just,
Mhm.
you know, I'm eating whatever I want, but I'm trying to eat healthy.
So yeah.
So,
Well,
fun story. I used to hate stuffing
Mhm.
up until the first time I tried my dad's like homemade stuffing, because people in my house would always make the stovetop stuffing, and that stuff is disgusting to me.
Oh, really?
But my dad made real stuffing one day, and he said, "Try this." I was like, "I hate stuffing, and you know that." He's like, "Just try it. It's homemade." And I took a bite of it. I'm like, "This is utterly delicious." So now I absolutely love homemade stuffing.
Well, homemade is always best for everything. So that's
Oh
that.
wow, that is amazing.
Of course, homemade is always going to be number one and stuff. You know, do you guys all usually
Mary
take
P.
home a
Oh
second
my
plate?
gosh, Mary P. I did the keto diet for a bit. Almost bit off Benny's hand when he tried to take a biscuit out of my hand. I stopped because people would have died.
Oh, that's the nature of the beast,
That's
isn't
great.
it?
That is comic gold.
Hunger, you just can't stop it, you know?
Hunger happens.
That's right. You gotta feed that hunger, man. It takes a lot of willpower to resist. I understand, bro.
Yeah, the brains.
I understand.
Yeah, then you start eating brains and stuff like that.
Especially
Zombie
when it
that's
comes to
walking back and
carbs.
forth, the back of his skull is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Brains.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to carbs. People don't play around when it comes to carbs.
Sure. Well, I find that when it comes to carbs, you just don't necessarily cut them, because then you're gonna get cravings, and if you get cravings and you don't satisfy them, it's just gonna go. You're gonna go crazy. They're gonna get stronger and stronger until a point where you're gonna freak out and you might, commit an act of violence. So what I do is that instead of dieting, I eat everything that I like, but I just limit it. Like, instead of having 2 servings, like I used to, I have 1. 1 serving is just fine, and even you could even cut the serving in half. It's just as long as you get the taste of it, and definitely just add more of the diet stuff to your plate, and still keep what you like in the plate, but just add more of the diet stuff than the unhealthy stuff, and you will still be eating everything you like. You just eating less of it. That's all. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. With soda, I had a problem with soda, like a real serious issue with soda. I was like seriously addicted. So I started picking up seltzer water instead. I just started diluting my soda little by little with a lot of ice and seltzer water, until now all I drink is seltzer water. And soda is a thing of maybe special occasions, not here in my home, like parties. Or what do you call it? Also, like if I go to somebody else's house or something, or McDonald's, which is rare because that's not healthy either. But if I'm not at home and where I'm at, there's soda, I may have some. But that's about it. You know. Yeah, as a treat. That's the only
soda,
thing. Go ahead.
My relationship with soda, I have to I can't have it anymore, because what happens is if I treat myself to it on occasion, an occasion becomes regularly becomes all the time, and I'm just back to where I started. So I just what I did is I replaced it with tea, and I also have these flavoring packets, Crystal Light, that have caffeine in them. So if I want caffeine, I can just flavor my water with them and have caffeinated water.
That's why I don't buy the soda anymore. I only use it like if I'm outside of my house at a party or something, but I don't buy it for the house. As long as you don't buy it at home, you're good. You know, just eat it outside of your house, not at home. But yeah, yo, Dustin, thank you for calling, man. I know we've been trying to get in contact for a couple of days.
Wait, no. He still didn't tell us how he freaking peed in his grandma's potatoes.
I missed
it.
Baby. Yeah, you missed it because you went to take your turn with the little one.
Well, you know what? I need to hear it again.
Okay, I will reiterate it for Kenny.
Thank you.
So, it was Thanksgiving, and my grandmother was cooking dinner, and she was watching us kids because my grandmother, and I'll give more detail. My grandmother, from the time I was born to the time I graduated high school, had 4 different types of cancer. She had breast cancer, colon cancer, and like 2 other different types of cancer, and she outlasted all of them until the last one got her. Wow. But this woman was bound determined to watch me and my older sister graduate from high school. She's like, I'm not going until you graduate from high school. And like literally, it was like it was around when I turned 18, and right after like I just graduated high school, she like took a turn for the worse and passed away. But this woman, she was in pain a lot of the time, and you did not know she was in pain because she was really good at hiding it. And she would cook, clean, watch the kids. You know, she would do everything because she loved her family. So she was cooking and watching me, and I guess she thought I needed a diaper change. So she put me on the counter. And the potatoes were like across the counter, and she opened up my diaper. She turned around to go get me a diaper and the wipes, and while she was going, I literally peed, and it arced into the air and went right into the mashed potatoes.
Damn. So basically that whole mashed potatoes got ruined then, man. Yeah. She had to start over from scratch. I bet she wasn't happy about that.
Yeah. And I also told her, Kenny, ironically, later on in life, I make the best mashed potatoes in my house. So if we have a holiday at my house, I'm the one that gets enlisted in making the mashed potatoes.
Hey, you know what? I guess they learned to trust you over time. Time heals all wounds. Time can heal all wounds. But everybody, that was the one and only PA Nightmares. Give it up.
Yes.
Fantastic story. Thank you for sharing that.
Potato making comes.
We had to hear it twice.
Potato making comes naturally for me.
All right, cool. Hopefully, we'll see you in one of those mashed potatoes baking contests around there one day. You never know. We just might. But everybody, once again, a round of applause for Dustin Fleming. Thank you so much for calling in. Don't be a stranger, sir. We'll see you in the chat. And thank you.
You know I'm never a stranger.
All right. Have a good night, man. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Hold on, just before I go. Everybody in the chat, have a happy Thanksgiving. Slumber, stay safe in that snowstorm, brother, because that stuff's can be dangerous.
Yep, facts. Stay warm, Slumber. Stay warm, man. I hope you got a bunch of batteries. Yep. Good night, man. Good night, PAs. Good to hear from you.
I love you all, and I'll catch you in the chat.
No doubt.
Thank you.
So yeah, man. Everybody stay warm. Who's in that snowstorm? Be safe.
Sorry about our cat. They're hurting each other.
Yeah, they're fighting.
They love that.
That's what they do. They fight.
Oh man, I love kitties sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, I can't wait till they die.
That's so mean. That's so.
No, seriously. Sometimes cats are evil demons from hell.
Yeah, I could get it.
And sometimes they're just so sweet and cute, and I love them, and they're fluffy.
Well, there's a roasted garlic thing going on in the chat. Ben Sheba says it's so good, and Mary P wants to bottle it and spray it.
Oh gosh, roasted garlic smells so amazing. Ooh. And it tastes delicious.
He eats garlic like apples. Well, it is good for your heart, says Mary P. That's for sure. But yo, we've been on here for 2 hours, Mysteria. What you want to do? You want to keep it going, or you want to?
Well, I would like to see if someone else calls in, like maybe Christine Baker or Mia Mina could share a recipe or something.
Well, the number is 978-716-5389, or if you wish to use a Google Hangouts, we'll send you a link on Twitter.
Okay. And also, by the way, I do have a recipe for my homemade ice cream if anybody wants to hear it.
Yeah, you never got to say it.
Yeah, I never did.
So say it.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming y'all all know how to use an ice cream maker. And if you don't have one, they're pretty cheap. They're not that expensive. Just go to Amazon and get one. Like, they even have toy ones that actually work. All right. Let's see here. We have here. Okay. So you need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, okay? Or heavy cream, because they're 2 different things, but they both do the same freaking job, no lie, okay? And then you're gonna take 2 cups of half and half, all right? So I like to make my half and half a little bit different, because what I like to do is I like to take a cup of regular whipping cream. Now this is separate from the 2 cups of whipping cream. So you're gonna need a 1/3 cup of whipping cream. Okay, y'all follow me? Cool. Okay, so you need a 1/3 cup of whipping cream or heavy cream. All right, plus a cup of milk, and you're gonna you're gonna beat the 2. Well, you're gonna beat all 3 cups of whipping cream together. Okay, beat them together, and then you're gonna take, once they're beat to a stiff peak, you put them in the fridge, all except for 1 cup of the already whipped cream. All right, no sugar, no nothing. All right, then you're gonna add that to 1 cup of regular milk and 1 cup of sugar, and you're gonna stir it. And when you stir it, it should be like kind of like a syrupy consistency. Okay, you're gonna add to that 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You're gonna put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes. Then you take it all out. And you're going to add to the 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, you're going to add that inside of your ice cream maker. And you're going to add to that the 2 cups of half and half, or the 1 cup of whipping cream that we mixed together with the regular milk. Okay. And you're going to add that all into your, and please use real vanilla extract, by the way. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract for this recipe. But make sure you use real vanilla, because it's important. It's delicious. And depending on how you want your ice cream to look, is going to be the decision that you're going to have to make. Whether it's clear white vanilla or, regular dark vanilla. Because the regular dark vanilla will tint it a little bit and make it like that, creamy color. But if you want it to be white ice cream, then you will be using the clear white vanilla. Yep. And of course, you can add chocolate chips to that. You can add whatever you want to that. I want a new ice cream maker though, because I want one with a dispenser. So that way we can make soft serve. Ooh-wee. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Bathsheba always cooks extra because you never know who's going to show up to the door.
Yes.
Mary P says nothing wrong with having a lot. Yeah. Slumber says he has enough pocket lint to buy a new pocket. So he's doing pretty good.
Oh, no. Okay.
Wow, pocket lint.
Oh, man.
I just got a bunch of dust in my pockets. He's doing good. He's up there with lint. That's awesome.
He's got lint?
I know.
Wow.
So jelly right now. Let me see. Wolf's Camp says that is pocket lint the new currency? I thought it was going to be pubes. Like in South Park.
Oh my gosh. Microsoft Party. Yay, Microsoft Party. That's what the captions gathered from what you said. If you sometimes sit here and read the captions, they're really stupid.
Well,
sometimes.
Slumber says pubes only buy you fruits and vegetables. Not good for bulking. So you can't go to like Costco and buy bulk items.
Oh, wow.
BJ's not gonna happen.
I hear you. can't go to BJ's with pubes, you know.
Mia Mina says her list for dinner got vetoed by everybody in the house.
Oh, damn.
Well, it was probably like the same type of menu that Deborah from Everybody Loves Raymond would make. And that's the problem right there, Mia
What did
Mina.
they want? What the hell did they want?
No. Mia Mina's, you know, her list does not include turkey, first of all, because she doesn't like turkey.
Oh.
And God knows what else it doesn't include from the typical Thanksgiving meals. So.
What was your plans, Mia? What did you want to cook?
Mary P says, yes, and that's how you know you are strong people. It's how you handle those situations.
Yes. That is so true.
Wolf's Camp is editing video. That's cool. Do you, Papa, do you. Edit that video. We got Wolf's Camp saying he got to record his Thanksgiving special tomorrow.
I think that next year we should voluntarily forego cooking dinner here and go and volunteer at the Salvation Army again and eat there with all the peoples.
That'd be cool.
That would
Mary
be cool.
P
And take
says,
the kids.
haha, Kenny got that ice cream. You damn Skippy, I got that ice cream, Mary P.
Oh, but wait. We could do both also. I could cook a traditional Thanksgiving meal like we always do it, and we can go volunteer at the Salvation Army and help some folks out. Maybe go into the streets and give out some Tupperware with food or something. I don't know.
Well, mutant artificial intelligence says, hey guys, talk about anything. Don't be shy like me. And then Wolf's Camp says, well, okay, let's include stuffing that turkey. You gotta fist it. Well, he is speaking the true. You gotta fist it.
That turkey, but I stuff it.
You gotta go into your elbows with that one.
Well, I wouldn't go into my elbows.
How about the armpits?
Not even my wrists.
Nah, you gotta go all the way into the armpits.
No.
Fisting it.
Hey, who's the cook
Because if you
here?
don't, you ain't doing it right.
Oh gosh. So
The
I don't
more you know.
stuff my stuffing
All the way to your armpits.
I don't use stuffing to stuff my bird. I use fruits and vegetables like onions and peaches and oranges and lemons, things like that. And I season all those things with rosemary and coarse salt. So, yeah, and pepper. Yes. Pepper.
Well, Bathsheba said that she is out to get into that relish dish. And Wolf's Camp is saying that his fiance is going to be a funeral director.
Holy crap.
They're studying in college currently for that. So that's cool.
Oh, I would love.
Kind of dark and morbid, but it's pretty cool.
Wait, but that sounds like somebody we have to have as a guest.
Exactly. That's why I said it's pretty cool. We could talk to them about that. Let me see. Whew. Nom on that okra, says Mary P. Bathsheba has some pickled okra ready to go.
Well, I like to use okra to make my sofrito because okra is not something that I can eat just like that because it's too slimy and stuff. But if you use it to make sofrito, which is a cooking base that a lot of Spanish people make, and usually it does not include okra. Okay, it includes a lot of peppers, onions, cilantro, and tomatoes and garlic, all those fresh ingredients. And it's just like liquefied like a smoothie. Then you freeze it and then just scrape some off the top every time you're gonna cook. Throw it in your beans or in your stews. But I add okra to mine, so for extra vitamins. Yeah. Yep.
Well, mutant artificial intelligence says that their backyard possums love pumpkin pie.
Get
That's
out.
pretty cool. That's a good thing.
Get out. That
No,
is so
for real.
funny.
That's true.
That is so cute.
And it's
funny.
cute. Very cute.
Possums are cute though.
Nah, I saw a possum scary as hell.
Yeah.
He was about halfway up my thigh. It was
What?
huge. It was just standing there, looking like a little demon by the dumpster.
Damn, it must have been like, that must
No, it
have
wasn't
been
a possum. It was something else.
What did it
possum.
look like?
I don't know. It looked like a hyena.
No.
Are there any hyenas out there?
Wait, but we have fisher cats here where we live. You sure that's not what that was?
It could have been a fisher cat. It was pretty big.
Oh, yeah, because where we live, there's fisher cats, for real. And people might not know, but them things is scary, and they can kill a child, too. Because they travel in packs like wolves. So you got to be careful. It's very rare to see one alone. That I'm aware of anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. But here in this area, they be together. Like, they be having their cliques and shit. Mm-hmm. The fisher cats.
So did you get to explain to Philia about Dominican cake?
Yes, I saw it. I put it on the screen. Oh, God. Sorry
Jesus
about
Christ. That was like, you went from here to here.
I'm sorry, but it was stuck.
Jeez, yeah, but you went from there to there.
Okay. So I had to open the window a little bit because I'm dying. You know how girls are. We get hot very easily. And then watch 5 minutes later. I'm so cold. It's freezing in here.
Well, Mary P gets thrown out everywhere because she's a total fruitcake. That's what she says anyway.
A what?
She's a fruitcake. She gets thrown out from places.
Well, let me tell you something. If you're ever in the New England area and you're looking for a hot meal, homemade.
Well, check this out. We got me and Mina hating on potatoes. Ooh. Yeah, she's hating on potatoes in the chat.
What?
But she does want fruitcake, though.
Fruitcake?
Yeah.
Ew, I don't like fruitcake. It's gross.
But Jason does visit the cabin in the mountains and brings extra butter. The machete is very smooth, says Mutant Artificial Intelligence. So that extra is something. Butter? Yeah.
Man, that butter, extra man, it's going to be the death of me.
But check this out. Philia says she always makes red-skinned potatoes. Right? She loves the red-skinned potatoes.
They're good. Red-skinned potatoes are really freaking good. They're delicious.
Man, Sheba loves fruitcakes.
You know, I had a friend met her, so rest in peace. We'll just call her Boo. And she used to make the best pollo guisado. Now, pollo guisado is a typical Spanish recipe. Both Dominicans and Puerto Rican make it. And it's basically chicken stew. But it's got that Spanish flair. Okay? And my friend used to make it with red potatoes. Small red potatoes. And what she would do with the small red potatoes, of course, she would not peel them. She would just cut them in half. And just throw them in there with the meat. And it would all stew for a few hours because she would slow cook it. Then she would make some white rice. And that's a quick, cheap recipe that you can make in bulk because you can make it with drumsticks, which are very, very cheap meat, you know. And yeah, and it'll feed a lot of people and it will be delicious. Pollo guisado. I'm going to put the name of it in the chat. So you guys...
Mary P says, no, Philia loves the lumps. Mysterio's going to put that in the chat. Wolf's Camp says, a great way to make a turkey is you get some gloves and slowly put your fingers underneath the skin of the turkey. That's what Mysterio was saying yesterday, but you got to be careful because you don't want to break it, but you want to just separate it from the membrane.
Yes.
But not break the skin.
Yes. Do not break the
Anyway,
skin.
He continues on saying you put the herbs and spices under the skin, rub it all around, and let it sit for an hour. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. No, what's going on over there?
But the other one is making his life, because he's a bully. He makes his life miserable.
Yeah, because he's a rapist.
Oh, God. Poor guy. Yes, he assaults the little cat. And Kenny gets really mad because he makes him cry.
Yeah, he's a freaking rapist. Taking advantage of a little cat. Like that's his wife or something. Dude, that's a dude. Stop it.
Leave him alone. He's not even consenting.
He's not consenting. He hates it. He's not even digging it. Anyways, let me see.
Our cat's a predator.
Wolf Camp says you put it in the fridge, then you make your base and baste it under the skin and let it sit for another hour. Then you cook it at 425 for 2 hours and baste throughout. No basting, no. Wicked juicy turkey, but no basting. Mysterio does not like the basting.
I am not a fan of basting.
No.
Because what happens is when you baste, your meat. Every time you open your oven, it lowers the temperature. So then your oven, once you close it again, it begins to again bring that temperature right back up.
Reacclimate, yeah.
Yeah, so then what happens is that dries out the meat extensively because the cooking temperature keeps fluctuating, and when it comes to turkey, your temperature has to stay steady. Just a little science. I'm like, really? Ooh, don't base. Not in my house.
Oh
Not in
my
my
God.
house. No basing.
Yo, he's crazy.
What?
He said, to be honest with you, my fiance makes a better turkey than my mom does. Ooh. Mary P says, don't tell your mom that.
Don't tell
Exclamation mark.
Ooh.
Don't tell her that. Let me see.
Wolf's Campfire, you have to taste my turkey.
But Mary P, she did the keto diet for a bit. Almost bit off Ben's hands. Yeah, she did. Yeah, this
hunger habit.
PA read that.
Yeah.
But Mutant Artificial says they're Caucasian, but was brought up and raised by Spanish folks.
Oh.
Love the food, but nowadays I can no longer find it, so they keep trying to unsuccessfully recreate the recipes that they miss.
Well, you know something, right here on YouTube, there are channels who cook delicious recipes. And you're gonna find it. You know what? I'm gonna link in the chat one of those channels. My two of my favorites.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I'm gonna link it for Spanish food, and you're gonna love them. One of them is Evelyn Dominguez, and the other one is Sweets and Beyond. But I'm gonna put it.
Cool. That's gonna be great. I know they're gonna love that. Let me see. So check this out. Mary P says that she does a public service for people by eating, and that seriously, people in her office used to joke about this a lot. Ain't nothing wrong with eating that, you know, especially if it's some good sweet meat. Eating that sweet meat.
Yeah. And this girl, the one I'm gonna put right now first in the chat, Sweets and Beyond, she has 201,000 subscribers because she's really honestly that good.
Nice.
When it comes to cooking, the girl can cook. So I'm going to put her channel. I'm gonna link it in the chat. The first one. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, my computer's acting stupid. So I just have to, you know. And by the way, these guys that I'm linking to you, this channel that I'm gonna link to you, let them know we sent you.
Mary P says that after she switched from Cherry Coke Zero from regular Coke, she dropped a lot of weight. So that's cool. Switching to the Cherry Coke Zero helped her out. Let me see. I can't do like diet or zero drinks because I can't stand the taste of, like, you could taste the aspartame or like the fake ass sugar that they use in there.
Watch your profanity.
All right, cool, dude. Get off my back. All right. I won't say it again.
Okay, so.
But yeah, you know, so that's how that goes right there. But what, you got something you want to say about your friends with the cooking channel?
Honey, I was just going to say that I put it in the chat, but I don't know why Streamlabs is timing out our friends. Like Mary
For real?
P.
That's ridiculous. Streamlabs, you gotta stop.
Please refrain from posting links. What? She's a mod. Yes, she can post links. Yes. Mia Mina's a mod.
Mia Mina. You're talking about Mary P.
Oh.
Get your facts right.
Hashtag low cut
kitchen something.
Cooking with Mysterio. That's not a link. That's a hashtag. Stupid Streamlabs. What the hell? Oh my god.
Mutant says that soda's bad for you. Wolf says they switched to bubbly seltzer water. I agree, bubbly seltzer water is pretty good. Mutant says that the Spanish nanny taught them how to prepare the chicken from start to finish, and that would scare most people nowadays. Wow, there's a lot of deleted messages. What the hell is this?
It's the stupid
wow.
Streamlabs, man.
Okay. just going through the chat. Missed so much of it. And now I'm seeing there's so many deleted messages. What the hell? Yo, we demented. Maniac. He's in the his. Welcome, Demented Maniac. It's good to see you.
I have something to say to Demented Maniac.
It's my blow.
That's my bro, yo. For real, he's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's a Horde royalty right there as well. Mm-hmm. First of all, I put the second channel up, Evelyn Dominguez, which is up there. So you got 2 channels for Spanish food cooking. And if you follow these ladies' recipes, these are the best of the best when it comes to Spanish food cooking here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And they do amazing Thanksgiving videos as well. So you should check out all their Thanksgiving videos. But real quick, Demented Maniac, we got the Game Pass today. Finally, we stopped, dragging our feet, and we got the Game Pass with the gold. So, we're learning how to use it now. So we're coming for you, bro. We're going to play some games with you. You have Xbox One, right? Who has Xbox One here? We're going to come for you. Yeah, we're gonna
let me
play
see.
Together.
So Demented Maniac says he puts fruit on a cake and calls it fruit cake.
That's the best fruit cake there is.
Oh, you gotta put THC butter for the potatoes. Wolf Camp, that's right. Don't forget that. The more you know, folks, the more you know.
Okay, dude.
As long as there's no kids around.
Yeah, potluck at my house.
No children in the house.
Wolf's Camp.
Let's keep that for the adults and the older folks. Me and Mina used to make homemade fruitcake. Mm-hmm. So there's that. If you ever need somebody to make it, Yeah.
Absolutely.
Pet Fox says, OMG, Fisher cats are adorbs. Yeah, but don't mess with them. They'll scratch your face off.
Stay away. They will eat you.
They got some claws. They'll scratch you right off.
And they will eat you.
Let me see. Baby possums are cute, but the grown ones look like demons? Wolf's Camp says Southwestern sauce is bomb. All right, cool. We gotta look into that. Hashtag dumpster demons, says Bathsheba. Wolf Camp says that Southern fried pickles are good, Miss Stereo.
What? I've never heard of that before. I like, my sliced inside of burgers and some sandwiches. Mm-hmm. Wait till we do a sandwich. Wait till I do a recipe one day of a freaking penne sandwich, a cubano.
Yeah, cubano sandwiches are awesome. I'll have to drop kick somebody for Christmas. A freaking cubano sandwich.
Christmas, baby. After I make the penne,
but check it out. Bathsheba says that ginger rosemary glazed baby red potatoes are amazing. Ginger rosemary glazed baby red potatoes. All right. Oh, Mia Mina wants a link. Jeez, I just caught up to that as I'm just finding out in the chat.
Really?
Yeah, she says I would be talking, but they haven't sent me the link yet. Oh damn, she's throwing salt in the wound, y'all.
Yeah, she got
throwing salt in that wound.
I did not know.
Ouch.
Mia Mina wanted to. I'm slow. Is what it is. I'm so sorry. I'm slow today. So I'm gonna be sending you that link right now, Mia Mina. Oh my God, I feel awful because I love Mia Mina.
So sorry, Mia.
Jeez, we're backed up in this chat, and
I know I'm so backed up in the chat. It's ridiculous. Let me keep it moving though. Jeez. Bathsheba. Oh, I'm catching up. Hashtag rapist cat. Yeah. That's true. He's asserting his dominance. He's been asserting his dominance for the past 4 years.
Yes.
On that sweet, sweet tabby, orange tabby booty. That's not good, yeah. Safety word is banana. Go, says Bathsheba. Wait a minute, she's getting me angry now. Why you gotta do that, Bathsheba? No, Bathsheba. Hello, Bathsheba. You're saying that banana is your safe word? You're gonna be saying it 1,000 times before I'm done with you. Damn, that guy is rude. Booty boy, get the hell out of here.
I know, he's so damn rude. Just
He
comes
is
into the
rude.
stream whenever he wants.
Just popping in the stream like he owns things around here.
Freaking photo bombing us.
Exactly. Let me see. Mutant says, don't piss off your mom. That is a good idea, as a matter of fact. That's a freaking gem of wisdom. Don't piss off your mom, folks. Don't do it.
Dude, and you know what I just saw?
Mm-hmm.
I just went to Twitter, right? And by the way, Mia, I sent you the link to the Hangouts.
Yeah.
But I went to Twitter.
But real quick, Bathsheba was laughing at the sweetmeat. She even hashtagged it. Me and Mina wants you to know that bacon with Nadia is amazing.
Oh, yes, Nadia.
Oh, we love
How
Nadia.
can I forget about Nadia? Who
We
said
love
that?
Nadia. Me and Mina.
Oh, snap, what you know about Nadia?
Don't be
Mia,
talking
Mina?
about, yo, listen, y'all
Nadia
getting me
is
angry.
awesome.
Who's talking dirt about Nadia? Hold up. Point them out, mister. Me and Mina.
Nadia is awesome.
Whoa.
Yes, you're so right.
Me and Mina's into his house.
Hi, Mia.
I was gonna say Nadia's cool.
Yes, she is. She's awesome. I totally forgot.
I'm sorry, I
about
didn't mean to steal your thunder, honey bunch. I'm so sorry.
Nadia is awesome. I love Nadia. She cooks amazing. It's just
Yes, she
that,
does.
you know, Sweets and Beyond and Evelyn Dominguez happen to be my top favorite. But Nadia is a very
And I don't think
big contender.
and Nadia, let me tell you something about Nadia. She will not, listen to me, she will not microwave spam, as Demented Maniac says he will attempt to
No.
do on Thanksgiving.
It's crazy.
Right, Mia?
No.
She
No,
won't.
no.
She
no.
does
Right.
not.
She won't do it.
Nope.
Yeah, Nadia is awesome. I totally forgot her. Oh, wow. But yeah, Mia Mina, so please tell us, what is the beef? What's going on with Thanksgiving? Tell us a scoop.
Well, because my husband likes turkey,
Yes.
usually what we do
Mhm.
is he will fix a turkey, and I will fix a ham,
Yeah.
and I will fix oyster stuffing or dressing. It's the same recipe, whether you know, because basically it's my grandmother's recipe, and we used to stuff it in the turkey, and now we don't. And then we'd have cranberry sauce and deviled eggs and green bean casserole and mashed potatoes and turkey gravy and either dinner rolls or biscuits.
Mhm.
And I'm forgetting something.
You're talking my language.
Forgetting something.
What I want to know is when you're going to get to the bad part, because all of this sounds real good with me.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me see here. Nope, I can't remember. Oh, sweet potato souffle.
Oh boy.
Which I'm still trying to find my grandmother's recipe.
Oh boy. Mhm.
And I keep trying different ones every year and go, oh, that's not quite it, but But yeah, I got vetoed this year because, well, last year I had a little helper.
Okay.
Wait, did she say she had a little hooker?
She did
No,
very
a
good.
little helper.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
So
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Had a li-
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Excuse me.
Loco. He heard
What's your
hooker.
profanity?
I'm sorry. I misheard
And
it.
then for pies, we'd have pumpkin, apple, and pecan.
Ooh, that's a good selection.
But so last year I had a little helper, and we made 10 pumpkin pies.
Wow, that's a lot of pumpkin pies.
Wow.
Well, you know, my daughter took one home with her. And before Thanksgiving morning, there were 2 more missing.
Oh.
And
Damn. You gotta hire a private detective.
My husband, my husband loves pumpkin pie, and usually it's like he eats 3 and the rest of us get 1 to share.
Mm-hmm.
So, one year I'm going to learn how to make a potato pie, and we'll.
I gotta say it before I forget. You
surprise him with that.
You gotta call.
Uh-oh.
You gotta call Hawaii Pie-O. Hawaii Pie-O.
Hawaii Pie-O.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, I had to.
So when I was making the pumpkin pies last year, I made them on Tuesday before Thanksgiving because I had the little one on Tuesday. And I sent a picture of her stirring the pumpkin mix to my dad, and I said, another generation learns the recipe. And he goes, you're teaching her right.
Yes, indeed, because you can't lose that recipe. Mm-mm.
Yeah, my dad taught me how to make the pumpkin pie, and it's not a real secret recipe. It's just, for some reason, it doesn't taste like what apparently everybody else gets out of the same recipe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just the Libby cans of pumpkin?
Yes.
Whether you actually use their pumpkin or not, that recipe on the back is what we use to make pumpkin pie.
Oh.
Really?
Except I always use deep dish, 9-inch deep dish pumpkin pie crust. Always.
Okay. Continue. Can you get more into this recipe?
Yeah, I'm like.
Please, I'm really intrigued.
Cause I use regular,
Okay.
yeah, I use actual pumpkins, but if you're saying the can is good, then
tell us how you do it,
make
please.
it easier.
Well, the can is, and I know one year we had we had the one that's already made and all that, and all you had to do was add the eggs and eggs and the evaporated milk, not condensed, evaporated.
I would have used condensed milk,
No, he's crazy. That's why he's out of his damn mind.
Yeah. So you've got your pumpkin, and then you can either use the pumpkin spice, which is already mixed together.
Yeah.
Or you can get the cinnamon and the ginger
and the
nutmeg and measure them out and put their proper amounts. And then you've got, I think it's 2 eggs, and then it's white sugar. Although last year I made one batch I made with the sugar, and one batch I made with Splenda.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
Because it's a 1-to-1
ratio.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And since Splenda is made from sugar, it's more like sugar in the way that it's used in cooking.
Yes.
And it also doesn't have a lot of the chemical effects and stuff like that you get from other. Now, I have used stevia, but stevia you have to be so careful with because it's a 300-to-1 ratio. Splenda is 300 times sweeter than sugar.
Wow.
So you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Or if you go too far, it's going to be very bitter, because sugar, sweet, gets bitter if there's too much sweet.
Okay.
So that's stevia.
I didn't know why, it just does. That's stevia.
Yeah.
So that's didn't open. So it's just that's just the basic recipe. And we've bought pumpkins and emptied the pumpkins out and roasted the seeds and all that, and just used real pumpkin and used the same recipe, and it's the same thing. It's
Okay.
Well, that's easy. Nice. That sounds good.
I gotta apologize real quick to Bathsheba. I'm sorry that, I spoke about chickens and they got all riled up, and I'm so sorry. Bathsheba, please forgive me.
Well, her turkey's gonna be happy I don't want to eat it.
The Demented Maniac says, LOL, I love that Metal Gear sound. Well, thank you so much, Demented Maniacs. I'm going to play it one more time for you because you love it so much. How about that? Because you're my bloke. So there you go. That's for you, buddy.
Is awesome.
Yeah, he is.
And this one time at band camp.
Oh, God, this is going to be fun.
So, like I said, like I told you last night, Mysterio, Angus said when he did the turkey out in the grill, he just covered up the grill, the flat part that has the bars on it and everything.
Yeah.
He covered that up with aluminum foil, and then he poked holes between the wires.
Okay.
Not slits, just poking holes.
Okay.
And then he covered the turkey in aluminum foil and put it in there to cook it.
Okay, gotcha. Wow,
So, I don't know what else he did to the turkey because I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I gotta find a way to rig it so that I have like something to catch the juices underneath, because I really want to use the stock, for the gravy. So I gotta rig that.
I wonder if you could put an aluminum pan under it.
That's what.
One of those throwaways.
Yep.
That's actually a good idea too.
I have an extra one. I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I'm gonna put it. Am I gonna put it under the grill, or how I'm gonna rig this? Because go ahead.
That's a good question. I don't know how you would rig that either.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do, Mia? Maybe your husband has an idea. I will send you a picture of my grill. The inside and a face view, and maybe he'll have an answer. Because I've seen some people do it on YouTube, but I'm not sure because I'm a chicken. I'm a real chicken. So.
I'll ask him. He's asleep right now because he's got to go to work
not now.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not now. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I'm thinking this year, Kinsley really, really, really wants an apple pie. And what I thought I would do is just get what I thought I'd do was just get a large can of apple pie filling and just fill one of the 9-inch deep dish pans and put that in there and, really just cheese it.
It's really good. It's not that bad. You're right about that. It's not that bad. And sometimes you just tired. You don't want to be doing, all the peeling of the apples and coring them and dicing them and all that. You want to, you want to take a few shortcuts, and that's okay. Because the key, honestly, to any good apple pie is in the crust. And even that can come pre-made.
Yeah. But y'all started talking about apple crisp. And I'm thinking about putting a crisp, the part that you use is apple crisp. And I use cinnamon and brown sugar and a little bit of flour and butter, of course, and crumble it all together and put that on the top of the apple pie.
Yeah.
And do that for her instead of, just a plain apple pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my menu got vetoed because they don't want me exhausted and overdone cooking things. And
that's so sweet.
But I'm gonna miss my oyster dressing.
So what I gather is that the rest of the family is cooking and not you?
Well, I'm still gonna do the deviled eggs and probably the apple and pumpkin pie. Everything else is basically gonna be just put in a pot and heated up. Gotcha. We're gonna have, except for the ham, of course, because the ham goes in the oven.
Yeah.
But we've got corn. We're gonna have mashed potatoes and brown gravy, not turkey gravy, but same difference, kinda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make deviled eggs, which I've played with the deviled eggs recipe every year. I don't know how I'm gonna play with it this time, but yeah, I will.
Well, try sweetening it up a little. Some deviled egg recipes are sweet. Others are...
usually...
Go ahead.
I usually use, let's see, we've got stone ground mustard and a little bit of mayonnaise and paprika, and I might use the dill relish this year instead of sweet relish.
Okay.
And then mix that all together with the egg yolks, which are already, they've already been boiled and the eggs have already been peeled and cut in half and all that. And well, they haven't been yet, but they will have been at that point. And then I get a Ziploc bag, and I spoon it into the Ziploc bag. And then I cut off one end of one corner, and then I just squirt it into the egg shells. So, and then I sprinkle it with paprika. Sometimes the dill. We did dill. We sprinkled it with dill too one time.
Wow, I'm looking at.
We usually end up with more filling.
Oh.
I'm getting hungry. Not for nothing,
That's
but I'm getting hungry.
It's okay, Mister. It was easy to get hungry when you're thinking about the delicious meals that are going to come in just a few hours away.
I'm about to do something crazy.
But listen, I need to get to the chat. I am so backed up, Mia. Can I just get to the chat right quick?
Yeah, I gotta
say, Evil Vitch says that the rain froze outside, and now she's ice skating to the trash cab.
Oh no!
Or to the
She says she's ice skating. Oh no! Please be careful. I mean, the way she said it sounded funny, but please be careful, because falling is no laughing matter.
It isn't.
In the winter, you got all that frozen stuff and the black ice. Oh my God, you got to be careful with that.
It was a balmy 50 degrees
a
couple of hours ago here, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was crazy. It gets crazy.
50.
New England's weather
is nuts.
Is bipolar.
Bipolar,
straight out.
Indeed, and bipolars, yes.
It is everywhere.
Mutant Artificial Intelligence has had a fruitcake in the fridge for 10 years, and it's still fresh. Still fresh.
Okay.
How?
Hey, it's been in the fridge.
Yeah, I want to know how.
Ew.
No. Trash can.
Yeah, those are nasty. Fruitcakes are nasty no matter how fresh they are.
Mina says she wishes that she had the rum cake recipe for the one that Angus brought home. Tell us about that rum cake recipe.
Yeah. We had some friends who used to make liqueurs.
Okay.
And other sundry drinks.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he made was a spiced rum.
Okay.
And his wife would make this rum cake. And she had, I don't know what went into the rum cake, before it went in the oven. I know rum was included in it.
Right.
But afterwards, she would drench it in this spiced rum that he would make. And then she would cover it up and put it, I don't even know where she put it. She would put it somewhere covered up in like a cheesecloth.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And let it sit for like a day or two before it would be cut into. So, night wolf's campfire. Be safe.
Yeah.
Good night, Wolf Camp.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Really appreciate it. That's my brother right there. It's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Cool
Man.
as hell.
Thank
Let's see. Let me address the chat right quick. I'm catching up a little bit by little bit. Catching up.
Pet Fox, it may have normally called for cooking rum, but she used the spiced rum that he made. He also made mead.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Which is honey mead.
Oh.
And yeah, it was. They were, well, we were members of the Society for Creative Anachronisms.
Ooh.
Oh, what
that
is
sounds
that?
That sounds very interesting.
And so these were medieval recipes that were being used for these.
Oh my goodness.
So it would be, a medieval honey mead, a medieval spiced rum. It's a little bit, I think the alcohol content's illegal in the United States if you buy it from a store. Yeah. So, but it's the way that our ancestors cooked when they didn't have a sanitary system as we have now. When water wasn't safe to drink.
That's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Just like the meatball.
Strong like bull.
Meatball.
Let me see. So Demented Maniac, no, we were not. YouTube was not hiding your messages. We're just so backed up in the chat, brother. But we're trying to catch up little by little. Don't get disheartened, please.
Yes,
do not
so
get
sorry.
disheartened. Pet Fox R says Mia Mina was waiting for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. We're sorry about that.
Let's see. I don't know.
We are so sorry about that, but we got backed up.
Yeah, it was about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got backed up in that chat, man. I'm telling you. But
yeah.
we're catching up. We're catching up, man.
Mutant Artificial Intelligence says,
yeah.
To me, the Spice Girls are ladies that can cook.
Okay.
That is really funny.
My dad taught me how to make fruit cakes.
Yeah.
And unless you put fruit cake in the freezer and freeze it, it does not keep in the refrigerator, sweetheart.
Don't eat it.
It
Do
does
not eat that. I bet he's
away.
gonna try and eat it.
Oh God, I'm so backed up in this chat. It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
It's disgusting. Jeez, I'm so
Disgusting.
back. No, it is. It's really.
Baby, I miss you.
It is pathetic. You know what? I'm gonna get to the end of this chat right now. I'm gonna do it. So please, Mia Mina and Mysterio, just let me get through it. I appreciate it.
Mutant
Hold on.
Artificial Intelligence
What?
said they never go bad. They send fruitcakes into space as gifts to the aliens.
Well then, hey, there you go.
That'll cause the problems. The aliens will come invade us. Okay, they'll hate us. They probably hate us if we send fruitcake to them. Those are
Night,
gross.
Pet Fox.
Bye, Pet Fox. See
Good
you,
night.
Lovey.
It's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're playing those alien sounds, and I miss Kayla now.
Awkward alien, Kayla.
Yeah, me too.
I miss her. She's working so much.
I'm gonna do it. I'm taking off my headphones so I can't hear either of you ladies.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I need to catch up to this chat.
Okay.
So here we go.
Does that mean we can talk
I'm
over
not
him?
trying to talk over anybody.
Maybe.
But I'm trying to get this done. So, okay, Evilovich, sure, she likes green bean casseroles. Mary P says she's weird.
Me too.
Bathsheba, OMG, rapist cat again.
Why is she weird?
Wolf Campfire is all about fried spams and mayo because it's so good. D says, Bathsheba says, D, you come to my house. All right.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, we're getting closer. Mary P says hookers. Question mark. Mutant Artificial Intelligence says, I really love fried turkey oyster ham.
Wow.
Fried turkey oyster ham.
What the hell is that?
I don't want to know. But then again, they have turducken down here. And I've never had the brave face to try it.
Nah, I'll pass. I will pass.
Bathsheba says, Mia is big pimpin'. Pet Fox says, I need that many pumpkin pies in my life. Mary P says, I need all the pumpkin pies in my mouth. Not all, Mary, you share, says Pet Fox. Bathsheba says, make your dreams come true. Go to Walmart,
Oh my
child.
gosh.
Yeah. Pet Fox says, I will fight you over pumpkin pie. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Blueberry
Give
pie.
everybody their own pumpkin pie.
One pie
blueberry
per person.
That is a
cherry pie.
I know, right? That is a door price if there ever was there. People come to your house for the holidays, give them a pie. What? Give them a pie.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a great idea.
Well, and the thing is that none of the pies went bad. And before Sunday, they were all gone.
Of course. Hell yes, of course.
It's a conspiracy. Nobody knows where they went. Everybody has to unbutton the top button on their pants, on their jeans. But nobody knows where the pies went. Sure. I believe you.
Good night, Pet Fox. Pet Fox is saying good night.
Mary says, please bring me some pie, quick. Good night, Pet Fox. Arts, thank you for being here. Wolf Camp says, share the bong, you two. I don't know what you're talking about. Mary P says that she demand Ben gets pumpkin pie. Okay, Ben, get the damn pumpkin pie. We're almost done.
All pumpkin pie if I could, but
I love it. Make more.
Well, I'm making two. One for Thanksgiving night and one for the rest of the week. So yeah.
I don't know how many I'm making. I'll make as many as the mix makes.
I'm gonna try something crazy though this year in one of my pumpkin pies anyway. I'm gonna do a cheese pumpkin pie.
As long as you don't put stevia in it, because Mary P says I know.
No. The only sweetener I like is agave, and it's not in my cookie, only in my coffee.
Well, Mutant Artificial Intelligence loves a person named Stevia
Agave
that they
is
met.
good.
They met a person named Stevia.
Oh snap! Who's that?
Mutant.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Mutant. Yeah.
Hell no.
Cool at my AI.
That is different. That's crazy. But yeah, I would never put stevia in anything but coffee. Agave. Let's see here. I'm making cherry pie tomorrow. Ooh, cherry pie. I'm hungry.
See?
Well, you know something. Bathsheba says, Miss Stereo,
Sarah was
my
here,
safety word is banana.
Wait, what?
I might have been able to get her to make a pumpkin cheesecake.
Okay, that's sounds
But
amazing.
she's not here this year. So.
Oh, no.
Wait, what was that? I'm sorry, I got distracted by something on my screen. What was that? That last thing she said?
If Sarah was here, I could get her to try to get her to make a pumpkin cheesecake. But I don't think Sarah's going to be here this year. Because I think she has to work. She's new at this job, so she probably got the short end of the stick.
Oh no.
And yeah.
Yeah, that same thing happens to somebody else.
I might try to
know.
get her to make.
Somebody else we know got the short end of a stick and has to work on Thanksgiving. We were like, oh man, we're so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You know? But hey, we'll save you some turkey and stop by the day after.
I know.
That's what we
right?
said to them. So
Yeah.
if
I
you're
was so
listening, stop
upset.
by the day after.
It's one of the few family members I actually talk to that always is here for Thanksgiving, and this year she can't be here, so
Yep,
that's a
if you're
little bit
listening,
upsetting.
like I said, next day, please stop by. But Bathsheba loves roasting pumpkin seeds. So that's something. Bathsheba wants my safe word to be banana. Okay. Will do.
Banana. Banana.
That is awesome.
Mary P wants deviled eggs now, thanks to Mia Mina.
Deviled eggs are the bomb. I have to fight
delicious.
people off
Delicious.
to make sure that the devil's eggs make it to dinner.
Delicious.
Well,
You know who says they're really great at making those? Pet Fox Arts. They are a master, allegedly, at deviled eggs.
Okay. That's something that, and that's interesting because I usually don't make those for dinner. I usually make those for an hors d'oeuvre. Yeah. So that's
We
interesting.
usually have black olives for an hors d'oeuvre and a vegetable tray.
Oh, so for
But we're not having that
hors d'oeuvres-
this year either.
Yeah. Oh, okay. For hors d'oeuvres, for Thanksgiving especially, besides the deviled eggs, because I do like them for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And for Halloween, because I like to, make them look spooky. But this year I didn't do it. But I like for hors d'oeuvres, besides deviled eggs, I also like other little snacks. Like there's one that's typical in the Dominican Republic and in Puerto Rico also, and these are called entremeses. I'm gonna put that in the chat, by the way. You make them with cheese, Ritz crackers, guava paste, and something that we call salchichon. I'm gonna put that up in the chat, that entire recipe, and basically you take all these ingredients, you cut them all, you dice them in big cubes, right? And then you stack them one different ingredient at a time on top of a Ritz cracker, and you put a toothpick through it. Okay, a lot of times some people will take an olive without the pit and put it at the top just to make it look nice, like a martini. But I'm gonna look that up online, see if I find a picture. But if I don't, I will be posting it up either on the website on the website and Discord, and Twitter, but the recipe, it's easy too, and I'm gonna look it up for you guys, and I'm gonna do it.
I need Mia Mina's potato salad recipe.
Oh,
How you do your potato salad?
I don't have a potato salad. We usually do mustard. Mustard, celery, potatoes, sweet relish. Okay, my husband doesn't like the celery and the sweet and potato salad, but every time I've made it, I've put it in there. Yeah, you didn't know I did it. I know. Bacon. he's half asleep. He's going, celery bad, celery yucky, celery bad. But yeah, don't get romaine lettuce. They're on the CDC's bad list again this year.
Yes. Bathsheba also
E. coli warning.
brought that. Yeah, Bathsheba also brought that to our attention. Thanks for bringing that up, Mina.
You know, thank you, California.
Yes.
Yeah,
California is screwing up a lot.
Yeah,
man.
California is really, screwing the pooch.
Seriously.
So, as they say.
Second-rate orange state. I mean, what?
Wait, what? I love that. They're crazy though. They're crazy. They're putting shiznit in the street. Okay, caca. That's what they're putting all over the street. People are doing caca in the street. Needles everywhere. It's just insane.
You know what's insane though? I'll tell you what's really insane, that you thought the Mentor Maniac was playing on the Xbox 360 when he clearly does PC gaming, Mysterio. He says you were probably thinking about Maskino. I'm thinking you're thinking about Slumber, but that's something else for us to discuss.
You see, it's so many. So many of them. So many of our friends that game that I can't keep the platform straight anymore. Shame on me.
But you know who's not getting any shame? Bathsheba is not, because tomorrow she'll be making cherry pie.
Shut up, and I'm
That's
hungry.
right. And you know who's not hungry?
You know what I miss?
Mutant Artificial Intelligence, because they love this show. Thanks for some good time being spent. Well, thank you, Mutant Artificial Intelligence.
Yes, you can make deviled eggs look possessed.
Yes, that is true.
What is your best deviled egg record to share with us? Because you probably have many. But what's
I gave it to you.
Okay.
No, but tell me another one. There has to be another one. There has to be more than one. There has to be like maybe 2 or 3 that you go to.
No, actually, she just
rotation.
We
variated
used
last year.
Dijon.
What did you say,
Dijon
Dijon?
mustard one year.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever went Oriental
Ah.
with the ingredients?
You know, I never have, but I would have to try, see what I could do to go Oriental with the deviled eggs.
That's weird.
That would be amazing. How about this?
That would
Have
be
you ever went seafood with it?
What?
Yeah.
Like add
Like
maybe
putting a little bit of shrimp in
Yes.
it, diced up shrimp.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe a little scallops too, or
That's how you can go Oriental.
crab.
You add the fish and a little soy sauce on the side. Bada
boom,
bing.
bada bing. You put a little
Oriental
codfish in
deviled eggs,
there
babies.
or something.
See, Bansheeva's got the best eggs around because she's getting fresh eggs right from the chickens.
That's right. She is. And if she wanted to, she could have turkey and ham and chicken. I didn't say that. You guys didn't hear that because she's always
not
around.
eating her turkey.
No, she's not. But she wants cheesecake. She's saying, "OMG, cheesecake." Oh, she wants some so bad.
Now I can tell you about the dressing or the stuffing I make, whichever you want to call it, but I can't tell you the measurements.
Do you make dessert too? Because if you do, what I really want to know is, do you have anything for like desserts? Because I'm a dessert kind of guy.
Well, we have the pumpkin and the apple pies. Sometimes, and I've only done this twice, is I've made eggnog here at the house, sugar-free eggnog.
How you make that? Sugar-free? That sounds like an
I don't know where that
impossibility.
recipe is right now.
Okay, well, you know what? You can put
I
it in a
use a
leg
mixture
taco
of-
section of Discord, you know? Because that's a good idea. That's why Discord is good. You put recipes in there. I sneak up in there sometimes in the leg taco section, and I be seeing all them beautiful pictures.
What do you feel about the cranberry sauce, Mysterio? Do you like making it from scratch?
Cranberry sauce. I've
Not
never
me.
made cranberry sauce from scratch. I only like the jellied cranberry sauce.
Yes, I understand you, sister. Yes.
And I'm the only one in the house right now that will eat cranberry sauce, so I'm kind of on my own with that. But I've already been told we have to get a tub of Cool Whip, which Cool Whip is okay because it's low carbs anyway. We can have as much Cool Whip as you want.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Hubby wants a pecan pie, but I don't know how to make pecan pies because I've never done it.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to buy one.
Oh,
for
those
him.
are so good. Yeah, I love pecan pies. Those are so good.
And then I think we're gonna, even though I originally said I was gonna make biscuits, they've talked me into buying the pre-made biscuits, like Grand's biscuits. So
Okay.
they
Sounds
don't
good.
want
I
me
love
cooking
biscuits.
that much because they don't. Last year I wore myself out completely.
Yeah, Miss Stereo, she's gone through that too. And it's like by 9:30 she's collapsed. Poor
Not
thing, but
this year. That's
year.
why I'm doing everything ahead of time.
That's
baby.
right. We're learning as we go.
That sounds so good. You know what you said guava
Yeah.
guava paste.
Yes. It comes like in a brick.
My mother, when we go to, I know exactly what it looks like. My mom, when we go to Florida for Christmas, and we went every other year, we would come back with guava jelly, guava paste, and guava butter. And she would have to hide that.
Yes.
Or threaten death on us if we got into it, because my sister and I would go through the guava jelly and the guava butter so fast it was not funny.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that in years.
You know how many
you gotta get
Dominican
it.
cakes? They make Dominican cakes with guava paste in the middle. So, and those are pretty good.
That's what they use.
Some of them, yes. Some of them. That's the majority.
Okay, Kenny.
What is it? What? What did I do?
The other thing that we have made for, I guess you would call it dessert, is fruit salad.
Oh, okay. Fruit salad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nice fruit
And
salad.
usually we use Florida navel oranges, Florida tangerines, Florida pink grapefruits, and Florida white grapefruits.
Okay.
Apples, peaches,
Okay.
orange juice. If we could get fresh coconut, some years you can't get it, so it doesn't work right without fresh coconut. Now, since my husband doesn't like coconut, I can't do the coconut. Maraschino cherries. Grapes.
Okay.
And bananas. Now you have to hold the bananas out until you're ready to eat and put that on
Yes.
when you're putting it in the bowl, because otherwise they will melt in the mixture. Oh, those look so good.
Okay, yeah, those are the entremeses that you do with the guava paste. Let me open up because also we have here some other stuff. Save image. No, I just want to view the damn image. All right. So I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put the imagery back on the scene so that you guys can see. All right, this right here. This is what Spanish people. This is called entremeses in Spanish. Okay, it's just another word for hors d'oeuvre or appetizer. Okay, these appetizers or entremeses are made with guava paste,
Yeah.
cheese, and something that we call salchichon. Now, salchichon is kind of like a pepperoni, sort of. You know,
sort of like a salami, like a pepperoni.
But look, it comes. This is just one brand.
That's just one brand, yeah.
That's just one brand. They have many brands of of salchichon. Okay, and basically you cube these things along with some cheddar cheese and the guava paste, and then you stack them. Right, you put a toothpick through it, but I go a little extra, and I put all of that on a Ritz cracker, and I top it with an olive.
Mm-hmm. That's how you do it.
Yeah, because that's trust.
That's the proper way to do it.
Trust. You stack them all. They look so pretty.
I trust.
And you're going to love them, you know, and you just make sure that, you know, you put one of each on top of each
And
Ritz
you know
cracker.
something with that meat that we just showed you, there's also a breakfast that is good with. You take this cheese and you fry it.
Oh, white frying cheese, yeah.
White frying cheese. And then you take some of that meat and then you fry that.
Gosh.
And then you take 2 eggs and then you make sure that the yellow part is nice and runny. And then you get some sweet plantains. And then you fry the sweet plantains until they're like nice and translucent yellow.
Oh.
It is so good for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, that's what you call
delicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call that's a Dominican breakfast, but it's also, you also see it also in Puerto Rican customs as well. But I know what you're talking about. Hold on here. I'm looking for it on Google Images right now, because I'm also looking for it with the yellow plantains as well.
Oh yeah, you gotta find it.
Oh, that's with mango. That's different.
That's with mango. That's something else. Explain mango.
I'm going to show it to them as well. Go ahead, honey.
Y'all remember the big, huge Tupperware container? They were, I guess, about a foot tall.
A foot tall.
Probably a foot in diameter.
Okay.
It may have been bigger than a foot.
For sugar. And you would put sugar in it.
No, we would mix all the fruit in that.
Oh, okay.
With the juice from the cherries and and orange juice and the coconut milk, everything, all in that.
Okay.
And then put the lid on it and see, when we lived in North Carolina, at this time of year, it's usually in the 40s or 30s outside.
Right.
Okay.
And we had a freezer outside on the porch. So we take that container and we put it on top of the freezer out in the cold. And it would be refrigerated out there. And sometimes it gets down to the 30s or 40s while it's out, or the 30s or the 20s while it's out there. I can remember it coming in with ice cubes in it.
Really?
And then you scoop it out, you put it in a bowl, then you cut the bananas over the top, and then sometimes my mom would be really nice and put those mini marshmallows over it.
Thank you, Mama.
And that would be, oh yeah. And that would be like, instead of having an extra piece of pie before we went to bed at night on Thanksgiving, that would be our evening sweet. And it lasts for days.
I bet.
Wow, that looks good.
I bet. Oh, that does look good. Explain that. That's mango with what? With that meat?
Okay, so that's a Dominican breakfast. That meat that we were talking about, that's kind of like a big salami. You slice that also. You can fry it. And that will, that's so delicious. And then you could eat it with fried eggs. And if you see in the back, it's fried cheese. Is what it is in the back. Back here,
yes, that's
fried
white
cheese. Yes, that's a fried white cheese. There's cheese that's specifically for frying, okay? And the egg, of course, to top it off. But this thing in the bottom here that looks like a mush, what that actually is plantains. Now you could make this with the green plantains or the sweet ripe ones. Either ones will work just fine. And what will happen is,
I know there are people going, what the hell is a plantain?
A plantain. Well, this is a plantain, everybody.
It's like a banana, but it's not.
Exactly, it's big. Okay,
it's
this
not
is
a banana. It looks like a banana, but it's bigger.
Yes.
When they're ripe, they're so much sweeter.
Yes, they're very sweet when they are ripe. They have them green and yellow, okay? And they're huge also. That's another indicator, and they're much tougher. The skin is much tougher.
Yes, much tougher
than a regular banana.
That's right. You can't peel it. You need to use a knife and get in there.
Yes, but not the sweet ones. The sweet ones are easier to peel, but they're still tougher than a regular banana. You can boil them and mash them up, add some butter and salt, and then you can eat that with the frying cheese and the eggs and the salchichon. But people also slice them as well. And when they slice them, oh my God, and you fry them, oh my gosh, that's even better. But it's not healthy.
I might have to try that.
It's not every day either.
Yeah.
It's not healthy and it's not every day.
I mean, once a month is fine. You could treat yourself and eat that.
Once a month, yes. That's a Dominican breakfast.
And then you walk it off or something. Go run. Take the dog for a walk.
Yes. And that mushy stuff that I told you about before, that mushy stuff in the back here.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's called mango. That's what Dominicans call mango.
Mango.
Yeah, but there is another version that's Puerto Rican that's just equally as delicious, and it's called mofongo. All right, and that is also very good.
Okay.
You know, but there's those two different variations. You don't need any more than that. They're both delicious. You know, but yeah.
You just gave me an idea, Bathsheba.
Ooh.
Plantain chips with guacamole.
Ooh, I've never.
Yeah, baby.
That might be good. I'm gonna make that.
Might be nothing.
I'm gonna make that. I am going to make that.
I've got a little girl who loves guacamole.
Oh, she's so cute.
Was she born ready? She was born ready, wasn't she?
Of course.
Oh, she was born ready.
That's right.
She never, and I wish they had this when my kids were little, but we were all sold on the baby food. You buy baby food, so forth, and slowly introduce them to, my daughter did, what I think she called whole food introduction. And what she would do is she'd give her what they were eating. If they were having green beans, she'd put green beans on her plate and let her eat it. By the time she was a year old, she was eating with a fork and a spoon.
Oh wow. She was a grown up.
She knew how to use them. And she took little videos of her, like the first time she had a lemon, and she puts it in her mouth. She goes, "Ugh," and then she puts it back in her mouth and does it.
Oh no!
We're at Taco Sombrero this weekend, and she grabbed one of her mom's lemons and she puts it in her mouth and she starts chewing on.
Oh goodness!
And I'm giggling and I'm going, "You used to not like the taste of this." She says, "Oh, it's a little sour, but it's good, Oma."
Oh, that is so sweet.
That is sweet. That is sweet.
Dying, giggling.
Such a pretty little thing, man. She is gorgeous.
But Bathsheba loves taco seasoning.
Mary P says she's gonna die from hunger right now. I'm sorry. But
ghosted.
It's Thanksgiving.
She's ghosted.
She is Thanksgiving, babies. Thanksgiving.
Her
this
soul
is the
got
season.
snatched, hanging up in here.
Oh no. R.I.P. Mary, says Bessie.
No, if they had there, I wouldn't want a Spanish McDonald's because we've already got Taco Hell. And,
I mean, it makes no
Listen,
sense.
I've been to a
really.
Spanish McDonald's.
It's called my mother's house.
No. Listen to me.
Okay.
McDonald's are a franchise. You could buy one. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Up in the Bronx, all right?
Yeah.
Up on Fordham Road. I'm not lying to you. There's a freaking McDonald's over there. And you walk inside of it, and it's Caribbean themed.
Oh, my God.
I'm talking about the walls have freaking palm trees.
Oh my
and
God.
you see paintings like murals of like mountains and forests and jungles.
Damn.
And it was just like Caribbean themed out. You
use-
knew a Spanish person owned that damn McDonald's.
So let me
It was no question.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
It was no question.
Instead of salt, did they use adobo on the fries?
I'm not sure. They might have sold plantains fried too. Don't quote me on that. But they owned it. And they were letting you know.
Yes. A Spanish
They were
flavored McDonald's.
They were not shy about it.
Well, see, you know, she'd never had taco sombrero before. So we're taking her over there, and she's like, "Is it like Taco Bell?" And we're like, it's way better than Taco Bell. You can actually see where they're cutting up the dicing the tomatoes and the peppers and the lettuce and everything, so that they've got it all ready when the next person orders what they need to put together. They make their own salsa fresh daily, and it's really, really great Tex-Mex compared to what you usually get around here.
I like street tacos,
but we have to go all the way to Gulfport for it.
That's far.
Yeah, it is.
My favorite of
They
tacos
don't
are the
have any
street
over
tacos.
here. And
Go ahead.
street tacos? What are street tacos?
All right, it's not street tacos. On 116th Street,
Yes.
there is a Mexican family, and they have right there out in the front of their, I guess, their building or their establishment. You know, they have they sell tacos right there, homemade.
Yeah, they have a
and
cart.
they're really, really good.
They have a little cart that
So
they make it in.
you know, that's what she's talking about.
Those are the best.
But she likes that. I mean, you eat that, you're gonna be in the bathroom
usually-
within an hour, on the toilet, regretting you ate it. But it's good though. It's good.
We usually make our own tacos and burritos in this house. But yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, I make pretty decent tacos, if I say so myself. You know, I kind of like them. I skip the salad though, because why bother? I don't put lettuce in it. That's just ridiculous. You know?
Well, what we usually do is we get all the fixings and have it all available for whoever wants it. So we'll have we'll have salsa, we'll have lettuce, we'll have cheese, we'll have diced onions, we'll have cooked hamburger meat, we'll have refried beans, we'll have hard and soft shells, and we'll have it all with sour cream and I'll probably never get any guacamole again, but but we'll have it all out, and you know, and then we just go in and everybody fixes what they want on theirs in particular, and then you go eat it.
Yeah.
And it's that way nobody gets something they don't want on it. If they don't get too much salsa, if they don't want too much salsa, or if they don't want any salsa. Kinsley likes she calls them cheesy roll-ups, and basically one of hers, she'll eat tacos and she'll eat burritos, but she has to have a shell, a soft shell with melted cheese inside of it that's been rolled up like a burrito. And Papa makes the best of them, because Papa makes it really, really thick with cheese because he cheats. He takes sharp cheddar cheese, you know, the block cheese, and he cuts a couple pieces out, and then he wraps it in the shell and puts it in the microwave and nukes it for a few minutes to make it melt, and then gives it to her.
Yum. Well, what I like to do, I know what you're talking about, and those are delicious. I like to take that yellow block sharp cheddar cheese, and I do the same thing with it with a small what you call those, the wraps, the burrito wraps, but the small ones. I like the small ones.
Tortilla shell, soft tortilla shell.
Yes, those. And I like to do that just like him, except I add paprika. That's the only difference.
Paprika.
And it's so freaking delicious. Oh my God, with sour cream on the side. Okay, trust. You're gonna love it.
Sounds fabulous.
But real quick, Mia, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been 3.5 hours, if you could believe it.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? Me and Mina's going to be joining the Dezombified family soon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was already.
Oh, no, you are family.
Shiva.
You
Plug
are
it
the
in, plug it
Dezombified
in.
already.
You know what I mean.
With something else in another way.
She knows what I mean. She's just teasing.
I know.
Yes. It's gonna be.
I have to finish up a project I was assigned on that too.
Oh, yeah. She is, how you call it, reached a different tier here, so it's gonna be interesting. A different milestone.
Indeed. She's amazing. Everybody, give it up for me and Mina in the chat.
Yes, please. Me and Mina, you know, of course.
She was great.
Don't give everybody a hand clap. Hand clap to you guys for doing all this for us and being an inspiration to all of us and giving us the courage and the platform to just try to be the best that we can be and be with each other and you know, help each other out, you know, with any kind of support that we can give each other, because you know, the horror tube family, and I'm including the paranormal and everybody else in that as well. They needed to come together, and you saw that, and you pulled us all together in this. And at the time, I still did. Me and CCG have gone back and forth on this, so just yeah. I still don't really see myself as a true horror narrator, because a lot of what I narrate is, so far at least, and plan to narrate, is literature. And it's not purely horror literature, although some of it is horror literature. So you've given us a place where we can come together, we can be together, we can enjoy each other's company, we can support each other, we can boost each other up and give them each other. Give us, you know, even if we're just a listener to the videos and everything, we're there for each other. We're part of a family.
Yes.
And that's something that we didn't have before, and now we've got it, and it's thanks to you guys. And you know, without you guys, I know I wouldn't have had the courage to even think about cold reading like I did with Steve that morning, a story on air. never would have done that in a million years. A secret, truth be known, I have always lived in terror of reading out loud.
Oh, no kidding. You're so good at it.
When I was in school, I was the one that was hiding in the back so that the teacher wouldn't call on me to read, because I was scared of it. I knew if she called on me to read, I was going to mess up, and then everybody was going to laugh at me, and I didn't like that, and I didn't like the feeling. And to me, that was, and I also had a speech impediment when I was young, and that probably led into that, because when I'd say right, I'm going to turn right, or it's right there, or all right, I would say white instead.
Oh, that is so cute.
If I went to say yellow, it came out yellow.
That is so cute.
But it's just, I had that speech impediment. I had 3 letters that I had very bad difficulties saying. And I had 5 years of speech therapy to get through it. But, I was sure they were going to laugh at me. And I was going to be mortified. And then I had to live with myself for the rest of the day with everybody laughing at me. And till I could go home and hide in my room. So reading in front of people where they could actually hear me was just not what I could ever see myself doing voluntarily.
Oh,
I'm being poked.
Some people are translating. They're loud.
But
that was so funny.
But you guys gave me the courage to face that fear and to try. I put out. I know you guys saw it. My Twitter. Somebody put out four people that you in the horror community that you are thankful for. Well, I put out more than 4 people. I actually ran out of room. I ended up putting ETC at the end of it because there are so many people, and I could name everybody I could think of off the top of my head, and I know I would still miss people.
Yeah,
but
we know
you guys. Let's read. Jensen, Panic D, Pusa Studios, CCG. CCG is amazing to me. Because she does have the site, and it's hard for her to do her stuff, and she's so amazing at it. I mean, it just she rolls me over. She's like, I don't even know how she does so good.
Right?
She's just so good.
Hey, slouch yourself, by the way, Mia, because you and freaking creepy clown girl, you guys freak me out, man. The way that you guys are hardcore promoters.
Yeah.
For sure. I've never seen anybody with the will and the discipline to do what you guys do. And you also have a life outside of YouTube. That's just incredible. So hats off to you ladies, for sure, because that's crazy. I don't know how you do it.
You know who I have a hard time promoting? I can promote you guys all I want. When it comes to me, I'll be over here.
I know. But you know what? You have a presence in the community. So that's something you don't even have to worry about, because it's going to come organically anyway. Like CCG. Everything for her was promoting until 1 minute. Before you knew it, now, you know, her subscriber count is going up. And that's how she started promoting.
Yeah, she's over 400.
Yeah, yep.
She's over 400.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
it's insane.
I had not heard a female narrator before I heard Gothic Rose. All I had heard was the guys.
Yeah, Gothic Rose is
I knew
awesome
about you because I met you through Pusa Studios and Panic D. But Panic D and Pusa Studios don't do narrations.
No, they don't.
You know, Panic D does the horror, paranormal, and Marianne is amazing with the history she comes up with for things, and it's just, you know. I hadn't listened to you until after I heard Gothic Rose, and I was like, wow, women can do this too, and people like it.
Yeah. Gothic Rose is awesome. She's growing. She's growing big time.
And, you know, look, if I listen to somebody's stuff and I put something on there like you sounded like you were flat, or you sounded like you were trying not to be emotional or something like that, that's my opinion. I'm trying to be creative criticism. I'm trying to give you something that I hear with your work that you may want to work on, because it will improve if you do.
Yes.
I don't mean anything negative I say, I don't mean it as you suck. I mean it as if you do this a different way, it'll work better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Trust me.
So never, you guys don't take it any other way. I'm not being mean. I don't want to be mean. I just want to give you constructive criticism to make you grow.
Yes. No, I agree totally. Let me tell you something. You guys, that's why we value you guys' input so much. Okay?
Yeah, speaking of input, I have a question from me and Mina. Excuse me, Miss Stereo.
Yes, baby.
If I may. So me and Mina, what did you think about the movie that we played earlier?
It made me cry.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It made me.
Oh no! Don't make her cry. Okay, you don't have to finish talking about it. If it's gonna make you cry, I don't want to make you cry. Yeah. Because it was emotional for me too, for different reasons.
Thinking about it now, I'm getting sweaty eyeballs.
Sweaty eyeballs.
Yeah.
But see, both of my grandparents were all three of my grandmothers are dead now. All three of my grandfathers are dead now. My mother's gone. My father's in North Carolina. My sister's in North Carolina. No, most of my family, my direct family, is in North Carolina. My son is in Maryland. My daughter and my granddaughter are here. So I have them. I have my husband. I have our housemates, which are like family. But that was like, I remember having Christmases and Thanksgivings where it was, nobody could afford a lot.
Yeah.
And so you brought what you could, and we'd all gather at one house, for Christmas when we go down to Florida. The only one that was asked not to cook was my Aunt Carolyn, because she can burn dinner rolls. But, everybody would bring what they could, My mom would even make the oyster dressing down there so that we'd have oyster dressing down there. And it would just be, we'd all gather at somebody's house Usually it was my grandparents. Sometimes it was one of the aunts or uncles. And we'd all be together. And, you know, there may be one present for each kid under the Christmas tree, but we really didn't care. Because we had everybody else there. You know, you were talking about watching the little girl getting fitted by her mom.
Yeah.
I was blessed with 2 grandmothers who could sew. And I got so many homemade outfits.
Oh.
Because they could sew. And I didn't realize at the time how much of a blessing that was. Because now we just go to the store and buy something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And when I would wear those clothes, I was actually teased because it was homemade stuff.
Wow.
But, you know, I look back at that now, and those were some of the more unique outfits that I ever had.
Right.
You know, I was really excited to have a store-bought dress. But, you know, when I look back now, I'm like, I was really blessed to have homemade dresses and homemade shirts and homemade pants.
They were made with love.
My dad, they were made with love.
Exactly. Made with love.
My dad sewed every single piece of my mom's pregnancy clothes for both of us.
Wow. That's impressive.
Wow.
And my mom couldn't sew, but my dad could.
Oh,
you
wow,
know,
that's amazing.
That was something that that's one of the things his mother made sure he could do. You know, I remember watching my dad make pickles.
You know something? My dad, he could also sew, which is something. He taught me how to sew. But don't you know
really
it?
cool.
I forgot. I forgot how to sew. But he taught me. I was good at it for a while. And then I just stopped doing it.
I will have to take a picture of what Andy's mom gave me for my birthday / Christmas gift this year, which she gave me when we were down there this week.
Oh, so you and Andy you and Evilovich are friends. That's cool.
No, this is my husband.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, we're all friends here, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she made me a quilt. And I'm going to have to take a picture of it to show you guys because I can't describe it.
Wow.
And Mary says her heart is melting.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But yeah, the Thanksgiving movie was so memorable of how we grew up. So, you know, and I thought about, you know, I didn't realize how blessed I was with what I had. I mean, we had to make a list. My parents made us make a list of what we were thankful for every year, and it was always non-material stuff. But we didn't, at the time, see the things that we had that, looking back, you know, we didn't realize that was something to be thankful for. We were kids, you know?
Yeah.
We were kids.
We just expected it because we knew it was always going to be there. And I totally hear what you're saying too. Yeah, we just, you know, knew that our mother could sew, and this is just something we do. This is our job or whatever. But we didn't realize how much money they were saving and how beautiful and unique, like you said, those outfits were. And now they cost more to attain than the mass-produced clothing. When before it was all like, wow, you were rich if you could go to Macy's and buy a dress, you know. So yeah.
Macy's? What are you talking Macy's? We went to Sears, and that was upscale.
Wow.
We hear you.
Yeah, we didn't have Kmart and Walmart. It was, let's go to Sears Roebuck.
Oh my God.
Or Monkey Ward's.
That's a little bit before
That's
our time.
you know something.
but
That's
we,
better.
We've seen enough.
That's
to know.
actually better than how I used to get clothes. My mom used to get my clothes from the back of a freaking car, out of a trunk. This guy would come around. I don't know where he got the clothes from. It's like, hey, I got some clothes. You people need some clothes? Got some new clothes here. Got the tags on them and everything. Discount prices. Okay.
I wish I had. I wish I had some of those dresses that my grandmothers made for me now to give to my granddaughter.
That would be sweet.
And I know we wore those outfits out. I mean, they were so threadbare by the time that they were grown out of. They couldn't have been passed down to anybody. But yeah, that's. I wish I had some of them because one year my grandmother made matching dresses. This is my dad's mom. Made matching dresses for all of the daughter-in-laws, all of the granddaughters, and her two daughters. And all of the boys got outfits too. Not the men, but all the boys got outfits too. And they were all red and white and green. And I remember being proud to go to church dressed like my sister and my mom.
Wow.
You know?
That's amazing.
That was just, that was the most wonderful thing in the world, was to go to church, and I was dressed in this little dress, and my little sister was dressed in one that was identical but her size, and my mom was wearing one that was styled for her. Yes. And I was so proud of that.
Yeah, and you know something, and, you should be. Yeah,
you should be proud of that. That's
ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me tell you something. Whenever,
I don't know where it is now, but there's a picture.
When hopefully
there's
you
a picture of all the girls in theirs. Well,
maybe one day you could share that with us if you ever find it, Mia. But listen, when you're, strapped for cash, right? I'm gonna put it like that. When you're strapped for cash, sometimes you need to find ways to, save some of that cash. And that mostly means either you're going to sew something, you're going to make something from scratch or whatever. Me, what I do, I cut my own hair. And I think I'm pretty good at it. Yeah. I do my own hair. I do my own eyebrows. I do my own beard. I think I'm pretty good at it. Other guys have said, hey, cut mines for me. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. There you go. And I've saved a ton of money that way over the years. Because I always tip. I tip nice. I'm not a cheap tipper. So if you're going to give me a haircut and, I'm going to give you a nice tip, and it's going to be like every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks for a year, over the past 10 years, I've saved thousands of dollars, And,
I'm sure.
And,
that's
what you got to do sometimes.
I was shocked when I took my son to get his first haircut. I did not realize how much it costs to get the haircut for a boy. Because I had trimmed mine for so long. I had not actually had a haircut by somebody other than family in more than 10 years. So, I'm taking him to get his haircut, and it's like $25, and I'm like, what? You don't even have that much hair. You didn't cut that much off.
Exactly. It gets pretty pricey. That's for sure. But wherever you can save some money, you do it. If you can collect rainwater,
Some people can't.
You have to be careful with the rainwater.
Exactly, you got to be careful. But if it's good and there's not purple rain or anything like that, anything radiation or nothing, or aluminum,
or filled with mosquito eggs.
Yeah, and stuff like that. But if you could grow your own tomatoes, if you could, grow your own onions or something. You know, just save some money here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you're strapped for cash. Ain't
That's
nothing wrong
some
with
great
that.
tips
Just
right
smart. Just gotta be smart.
Yeah, but real quick, guys, listen, we're gonna have to hang up here because it's 3:52.
3 hours and 52 minutes. 52 minutes, baby. That's fantastic. We spent like a good part of that with Mia, and it has been enjoyable, very enjoyable.
I know,
Thank you, Mia, so much.
Fast.
Thank you, sweetie, for showing up.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Give it up in the chat, everybody, for me and Mina. We got to do a quick selfie, okay? Me and you and Miss Stereo on a count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Brains.
Brains.
Nice. There you go, people. Nice.
Thank you, Mia. We love you.
We love you so much.
We love you too.
Awesome.
And you guys take care. And you guys, if you know, I know I'm going to talk to you before then, but
of course,
y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Thank you. You too, darling. You too.
Aww.
All right.
Bye.
Good night. Don't forget
Bye.
tomorrow, everybody. Steve Stockton and Unicorp's Tales.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Steve
forget, everybody.
Stockton.
Tomorrow will be Steve Stockton and Unicorp's Tales on Radio Z. Do not forget to check that out. Have a good night, everybody. I love you, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Miss Stereo, take us on out of here.
Okay. All right, you guys, while we watch the credits, I'm going to take the opportunity to tell you guys I love you and that I'm very, very grateful for having spent time with you here. That is one of the things that we are grateful for this year, this Thanksgiving season, is actually having the opportunity to talk to you guys and be with you. So that is a blessing. Indeed, it is a blessing. Thank you so much. Thank you for Mia Mina for being here, talking Thanksgiving dinner, you know, all things turkeys and pies and appetizers and all that. And the mashed potatoes, the pumpkin pies, all of that, babies. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to share.
Cranberry sauce.
Yes, share some cranberry sauce. But thank you guys, and as always, Dezombified friends, watch your 6, darlings. Watch your 6.